SBSB Podcast. I am Landon.
I am Mickey.
And I'm Kash.
Woo!
And woo!
That is
next episode.
This is episode 5, episode 6.
No, we're way over that.
Wait,
7, 8?
7.
Yeah, we pre-recorded.
Y'all pre-recorded?
We all pre-recorded.
You looked at me as if like y'all both pre-recorded something.
We
You're like,
recorded without you.
Yeah, I was so confused. He was like, "Y'all recorded?" No. Anyways, yeah. So this episode was based off of Landon's idea.
Suggestion.
Yeah. Right.
We're finally gonna do a tier list. No, just kidding.
doing a
I want to
tier
say
list.
tier
It's
list.
not a tier list. I'm not doing that.
We could.
I listed everything
Good.
that I have like in the top 10.
I literally.
Oh, like numerical order?
Yeah, numerical.
Oh, I didn't want to do
I
that.
don't-
I only did it because it's more fun if I like legitimately were like, no, this film is better
because
than
of
this one.
this. I don't know.
Like I like these films in this order.
So you want to stand by it?
I wanna
That's what
stand
it
by
is.
it,
No,
yeah.
I'm like, I just like these movies. I'm like,
Movies
I
are
don't
fun,
have,
bro.
I don't have like a specific, because I'm like, everyone has their own merits. Oh, we're talking about movies, by the way.
Yeah, movies.
Today,
But-
my suggestion was
Yeah.
like top 10
top
movies.
10 or so movies.
And you know, and I guess
I
nobody else
don't
did.
even think I like. I'm like, I don't even think I like 10 movies enough. You
There's
know?
no
to make
way.
a list
There's
of it.
no
No,
way.
for real.
There's so many
You
good
like
movies,
10
you know?
movies enough to make a list for them?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What?
I'm not a movie person though.
Okay.
So
Well, okay. So I mean, I guess. What you want to go off?
yeah,
your-
since you have your
Since
list.
you actually
Okay,
have a
well,
list.
okay,
I have a list, but like it's not in numerical order.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna go off and I'll just knock mine out each
Yeah.
one by one, and then like we can go
Mm-hmm.
every time when like we say a movie. So like I say a movie, then you say a movie,
Yeah.
Oh
etc.
yeah, go for it. Just pick a movie. You
It'll
don't
be-
have to do top 10.
Yeah.
10 or
Well,
whatever.
I'm gonna do my top 10
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
Wow.
Because I'll talk about like in this
I'm gonna
order.
just talk about movies that
in general,
in general
that
because
maybe relates to it. I don't know.
but I'm like I don't think I have like any like specific ones
Yeah.
that I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
yo.
I was like, I didn't realize
is
how
my
I would be
top
starting.
movie.
yeah,
yeah,
go for it.
But my number 10 is
Number 10. Okay, yeah.
Scott Pilgrim.
Oh my god. Okay, Scott Pilgrim is
Okay.
really good though.
It-
I've told Nikki this
Scott
before.
Pilgrim is
That
really
Scott
Okay.
Pilgrim
good.
is in my top 10.
I
It
don't
is.
know if it's my top 10,
It
but
is in
it's
my top 10.
a pretty good movie. I'm not
It's
gonna
a pretty
lie.
good movie.
Like for its time and how it's
Yeah,
like the
it's
animation
good.
and
It's
just the
definitely-
fun of
The
it.
choreography, bro,
It's
it's
like
so
insane,
funny.
dog.
so good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Visual effects,
Me-
like,
Visual effects.
visual effects, the action, the choreography, the dialogue in this film,
Yeah,
the
it's good.
VFX in this film.
like
God.
even like just how ambitious they were with it and how
Oh,
they
yes.
actually executed with
Yeah.
it. Like I respect that because
Absolutely.
if I wasn't doing what I'm doing, which is almost nothing, but like
Yeah.
like my career of choice would be to be in somewhere in the film industry, and I'm like,
Yes.
Scott Pilgrim is a really good like movie just to
So
look at
good.
because of how like great everything was like because like I said they were so ambitious with it.
They were.
And they blended it in so well. Like
Yeah.
they executed it really
Yeah.
well.
Like the whole premise is so dumb.
It's
but
so dumb.
It is so dumb.
and
This is
even
like-
some points look so dumb, but it
Yeah.
works.
But it works.
like,
right.
this was like every nerd's like
yeah, every
favorite movie.
nerd's
Exactly.
favorite
And,
movie.
yeah, no, when
Or
it first came
2000s.
out, yeah.
Yeah.
And even now, people still say it's good. Which I mean,
I mean,
look
no,
at us.
it is.
Like
It
I
holds up.
said,
Like
It does
holds
hold
up.
up.
It
Like,
It
holds
still
up.
holds up.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
of course, people can say Scott's not that grave a person because he like cheated on.
I
Like,
mean, yeah.
Okay,
which
but like
is
the
true.
yeah,
And
but
he
it's still,
dated a
but
high
it's just
schooler,
so.
which
Yeah.
is true.
Mhm.
But
that's-
like I say, yeah, everything like the film is just so good.
it is.
Yeah.
It is really
Just
good.
phenomenal.
It is
Yeah.
really good. I mean, I got nothing
That's
else
my
to
number
say
10.
about it. I mean, it's,
Number
I don't know
10,
if it's number 10. That's a good movie, I
Yeah,
guess.
no,
It is a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I still remember like hearing so many people talk about how good it
No,
was.
yeah, I remember it too. When it came out and everything,
Mhm.
everybody was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, this movie!" And I had like only watched it in recent memory.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
me
watch
too.
it when it came
Yeah,
out, right?
same.
It's probably like a few years ago. But like when it came out, everybody was, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
y'all need to watch!" Like they would reference the movie a lot and stuff, and like
Mhm.
it goes over my head. I remember it being a big ass deal.
Yeah, like I had a bunch of nerd friends, so of course
Mhm.
like everyone would talk about this movie, and they're like, "Oh, it's so good." People's personalities were based on
Oh
this
my god,
movie,
for
you know?
real! Because it
No,
was like.
yeah,
Yeah, I was like in middle school around that time,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that was like peak. That was when everybody was doing that shit.
Yeah, but yeah, no, good movie.
Yeah, look
Change
at
a
that.
generation, bro. Greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
Whoa. He's,
Well,
like, he's,
of all
yeah,
time?
yeah,
Number
he's like
one?
he's actually number one.
I should take off that 0.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Well, I guess
Okay,
go with the
number
you
9.
Want, you want us?
yeah. You
Oh,
guys talk
okay.
about you now.
Well, a movie
Please
that I
A movie
What?
that you enjoy.
okay that I like because my taste in movies are completely different from you guys' taste in
That's
music
right.
sometimes.
Mine too.
Like for
I
example,
agree.
Like, I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
more into like the horror, the thriller, and like
The
true
serious
crime
stuff.
area, and like even like
I don't think
okay.
I don't find any good movies in
but
that
even
area,
like the
though.
I don't
like the
either.
romance
I
movies.
don't- I
You guys don't
I
watch
hate
a
rom-coms.
lot of
Okay, I don't
rom-coms
hate
where
rom-coms,
which I don't.
but I don't enjoy.
Okay, I don't really watch either. There are some that I watch that are like
Mhm.
really
Yeah.
really good, but like they're not like typical. I don't watch like. Or I never watched like The Notebook. Like that's
Oh.
the one that's like.
You know, our
infamous.
sister did, and she's like, "Yo, I cried." And I was
Oh
like,
really?
"No way."
No. Or you know like the.
But a lot of
there
people
was a
have,
movie that
so-
came out on Netflix. It's called like The Kissing Booth, and I was like, it's
Oh,
so
that
dumb.
was so bad.
It's not.
I
good.
watched it
Yeah.
because my friends were like, "Oh, let's watch it."
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
not
so
good,
bad.
right? So I was like that. Those kind of like nah. Like
No.
the one because I was asking my girlfriend earlier, like before we recorded, like
Yeah.
yo, like what's like some good movies that I can talk about,
Mhm.
and she's like, oh, this one, and I was like, you know what, that is a
That
good
was
one.
a
I didn't
good
write it
movie.
down,
Put it down.
but
Yeah.
it's called About Time. Did you guys watch that movie?
Why do I feel like I've seen the cover
About
of it,
Time?
but like
It is so good. Like it's not even about. I mean, it's about the romance of it too.
Is it
But-
about time?
No, okay, so
it's about time.
no.
Anyways,
Okay,
go
so
on.
so basically, it's like this guy. He wants to like date this girl, basically,
Okay.
right? And he misses his chance on it. So he's like, crap, it sucks. Blah
Like
blah.
when they were younger.
No. It's like
In general, in
just
the
in time. Yeah, in the now. He basically discovers that he could time travel.
Oh my god,
Or
I
he
hate
can-
these.
No,
Okay.
It is
anyways.
about time.
I
No,
hate these.
so anyways,
Wow.
anyways,
Wow.
yeah. So he basically like he keeps going back and trying to change it to where he can meet her.
Mickey,
meet
that's
her.
So
weird.
this is like Adam Sandler's like 51st
No,
Dates or
no,
something
I'm
like
No,
that.
for
telling
real.
you.
I'm like, it's
51st
weird.
is pretty good too.
No,
Okay?
I've heard it's pretty
No,
good.
I'm
it's
like,
pretty good.
Why
But-
these
Pretty good.
concepts are weird
No,
though?
okay,
Because
no.
then you're stalkerish,
No,
right?
oh my
Like,
gosh.
No, for real.
Okay,
you get
no.
obsessed with this person, and you're
Okay,
like,
no, but
I'm
he
gonna travel
doesn't
back
do
in
it.
time
He
so I
doesn't
could
do
date
it.
him. Like,
So he doesn't do it like that though. Like he tries to just court her.
no.
Court.
He
What?
goes back in
Okay, no, he
time.
doesn't go back and stalk her. He just goes and
No,
tries
not
to
to
like.
stalk, but it's like it's obsession, right?
No. Okay.
Disingenuous?
No, but
No,
he's
I don't
like
know.
I want to like
It's
have
kinda
a
creepy.
chance.
I'm sorry,
He
it's
doesn't.
not romantic.
No,
okay?
he doesn't
It's
like.
not romantic.
It's not like he's not trying to go and
Yeah.
like be a creep or whatever. He's just trying to get a chance to be that person for her. So but it's like the fact that he just keeps missing the point
I don't know, man.
of like
Okay.
of connection with her. So he's like, let me
Then
just
it's
go
not
back.
meant to be.
No, okay,
It's
well,
not
yeah.
meant to be.
all
Because
right.
he's
Anyways,
making
Maybe
this
that's the
future.
moral of the story, though. you know?
anyways, you just
Yeah,
gotta
makes
watch
it
it.
much
My
You
God.
just gotta watch it to understand.
Maybe, but
it is
I'm
it is
very
a great film.
pessimistic
Like
towards rom-coms.
I've cried so many times. There's one
Watching
scene.
So this is top
What?
10?
Yeah. Okay, no, this is top 10. No, I actually
Don't
believe
do
it's
that.
top 10.
No way.
I'm being
No.
for real.
Oh my
You're
God,
Like,
no
it's so
way.
much more. I mean, you guys don't understand. I can't tell you guys it because I can't spoil it for you guys.
I mean, it's
No, you
But
can't.
like, it's
I know
more.
nothing about the
No,
movie.
you
Spoil
have
it.
to watch it. It's
Spoil
so good.
I won't watch it.
It's so good. It is so good. But no,
Yeah,
big
yeah.
for real. Like you should watch it. Like it's really good. Like it's not like it focuses on the romance, but it doesn't even really focus on the romance either.
It's
Like
like,
if-
it's like a drama.
I mean, I guess, but it just focuses on him and his character arc. Like it's just a big
What is his
character,
character arc?
arc. I can't
No,
explain.
tell
You
me.
have to.
Tell me.
You just have to
Just
watch
tell
it.
me.
I'm not going to.
I'm not gonna watch it.
No, you
Sure.
have to watch it. It's a
Oh my
great
God.
ass movie. It's a great ass
Okay.
movie. Like
Anyway,
We can leave it
you
at
just
that.
have
Sure.
to. I can't really say. Yeah, I can't really spoil it. You guys have to watch it, but it is
Okay.
so good.
Okay,
But yeah, that's. I guess that's the movie.
that's
Dang,
a movie.
Some haters over
Mine.
here.
No, I'm like I just don't like
I mean-
rom-coms in general.
You kind of gave us something to work on.
Yeah.
So like, I don't have like a good premise, but like you're saying it's in your top 10.
I think
guess
it
that's
is. I
enough.
want to say
I think
it's.
it's enough to make me like.
I
check
want
it
to say
out
it's
at
probably
least.
like 10 or 9 around there.
Whoa, 9.
10
Whoa,
or 9.
whoa! It's better
yeah.
than Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I think it's better than Scott.
Whoa,
That's
no
fair.
way,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim's like on nobody's top list, so it's okay.
Oh.
Because I just talk about
Okay.
so much.
But yeah.
I don't watch movies, but I don't know.
Give us,
like,
give us one that
Give
you
us a
like.
movie, yeah.
a movie.
Yeah.
Mulan.
The live
Frog
action.
will-
No, I'm like I don't know.
The
man.
live action.
I'm like no, not the live
No.
action. Like fuck that
God.
shit. But like I'm like
Whoa.
no, it's not good.
It's
okay?
not. It's terrible.
It's very bad.
I know.
Okay.
The
It
Lion
made me
King.
cry, dude.
The
The
Lion
Lion King when he was like,
God, that
No.
made
what
me
was
cry
it?
too.
Dad, father. What does
Yeah.
he call him?
I don't even know.
and then it zooms in on him.
But
It
it's so
doesn't
bad.
matter.
Anyways, no, none of the live actions. Okay,
Yeah.
all of them are
The
not
animated.
it.
The animated.
Yes.
Mulan, it's a
Mulan?
great
Pretty-
movie.
pretty-
Mulan
yeah,
is
pretty
pretty
fire
good,
movie.
right? I mean,
Pretty
I
fire
would say it's
movie.
my favorite Disney princess movie.
Okay, Disney
Princess
princess
movie?
movie.
Disney princess.
Okay.
Even though she's not a princess, but you know, she's lumped in with them.
Yeah.
She's
True
a
that.
warrior, okay?
Yeah, she's a warrior, and she comes from a poor family. Ish, right? Ish. It's kinda like
I mean,
no-
I think
really,
Miracle-
but I don't-
Bro, have you seen
Okay,
her
no,
like
sorry.
ancestor like shrine? This shit is built, bro.
Okay, maybe.
That's
Poor
true.
families would not have that
Would
shit.
not have it.
She had like a whole
Right.
garden with like a little
Oh my god,
shrine.
you're right.
With
I know,
Mushu,
dude.
wait,
Yeah.
my fault. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think so.
with the
Because even her
dragon.
boyfriend wasn't royalty, right? He was just a
Shane?
general
Shane?
son.
No,
son.
he was.
Shane?
Yeah,
Oh.
Shane.
I know. I just call him Shane.
Oh, Shane.
This white boy in China, yeah.
Shane. Yeah, no, Shane. Yeah, he was.
Hey, Matt Damon
He was
China, bro.
what, the
Like,
general?
Stop.
Oh yeah, the Great
Same
Wall of
movie
China.
with Mulan and the
Stop,
Great
but-
Wall.
Oh my god.
They're actually the same universe.
Why didn't they put Matt Damon in the live action of Mulan? Huh?
You know what?
Why didn't
It was
they?
like it was
Why
a sneak
didn't
God,
peek.
he would have given a better performance than that guy who played as Shang.
Oh my
God, I
god,
did
for real.
not like the
I didn't
Mulan
even.
live
Who,
action.
who played Shane?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't think it was Shane in there. There wasn't a Shane.
No, there
No.
wasn't technically a Shang.
There was a guy who like was. They kind of like.
It's like a general name.
was like a general,
Yeah.
in charge of them,
Yeah,
but it
but-
wasn't like.
Oh yeah, no,
They gave him
but,
like a
but her
Chinese
like
ass name. So.
her love interest
Yeah.
was like wasn't even a love interest. It was
No,
just
I
like
don't think
that,
she
that
had a
weird
love
guy.
interest.
It was that like scrawny guy that was like there.
her love interest.
I don't think she had a love
I don't think
interest.
she had one.
I think
Not
it was
in
just
the
like,
live action.
yeah.
Really, I thought there
Not
was.
really.
Mm-mm.
It was just kind of her being
Yeah.
a
Her,
stoic
yeah, her
female
trying to like.
warrior.
Okay,
hide
but
her
the problem is that
femininity.
they I really hate it because they're like big on like the Phoenix, but
Oh,
but
yes.
it'd be better if they were like mysterious with it, and we're not mysterious with it, but like they showcased it like once or twice, and like
Wait,
you know,
why are we
with
talking
this
about the live
epic
action?
thing.
That's not
Okay,
my
okay.
favorite.
But it was garbage.
It was bad.
It was just
So there's so I
they just said the Phoenix. Sorry, they referenced
Yeah.
the Phoenix like
Yeah.
20 times.
20 times.
And it's like,
Very-
why
yeah.
are we doing
very
this?
in your face.
Yeah, but it's like it's just once you do it over and over again, it loses its
Yeah.
purpose,
Yeah.
and it's just like why are we doing
it
this?
wasn't good.
It wasn't.
The thing is because what's it called? It's a YouTube channel called Accent of Cinema. He mainly talks about like
okay.
Chinese films per se.
Yeah.
But he was covering this and he's like, this is the reason why like comparisons between the regular Mulan and Mulan live action. Why the
Mhm.
live action just didn't understand like regular Mulan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because in the original Mulan herself, she's just a girl.
Just
Yeah.
a
She's
girl,
not
exactly.
special.
She's
Yeah.
not,
She
right.
she doesn't have any gifted
Yeah.
powers.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the Phoenix.
Yeah.
She's just a girl, and she can prove that like women can do it too.
Yeah.
Which is
Right.
why it's such a
Woman empowerment.
big,
That's why it's like,
empowerment.
yeah.
But like in the live action, it's like no, she's special. She's better than all the other men because she's got like a
She
powerful
got
Phoenix.
the Phoenix.
Like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the
right, right.
fuck?
It's like, no.
Yeah.
I hate that movie
Yeah.
with passion, bro.
Yeah, no, it's not
a good movie.
But
yeah.
the
terrible.
OG, the original animated
Good movie,
Disney,
yeah.
it's good.
Yeah,
Um,
Mushu and Cricket. They
Yeah,
both
the
weren't in the
cricket.
live
Oh,
action.
the
What?
cricket.
Yeah.
Mushu and Cricket.
Characters
Love
like
the
cricket.
Who didn't speak at all.
No, didn't speak, but
No,
know,
he was great.
he
He
was
carried
like,
his
he
role.
carried his
He
role, man.
yeah. And everything about it. Yeah, it was
Mulan
good.
would have made it without the cricket.
Yeah.
She really wouldn't have.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly. He's the good luck cricket.
He's the
Remember?
good luck
He is the
cricket.
good luck
Yeah.
cricket. Holy shit.
So-
Okay, so I guess now we move on to my number 9. because
Yeah.
I'm the only two
Yeah,
listed.
you do.
I'm glad we got the topic on Mulan though, because it's a pretty good segue to like, it's like
Yours?
not Chinese films, but
Okay.
for my number 9, I was like, because I thought about it really hard, and I was like, but I think about this movie so much, and it's so
What
hard for me
movie?
now to put. I think it's my personal favorite film from him, but Shaolin Soccer.
Shaolin
yeah,
Soccer,
I know.
okay.
I'm
Shaolin
like, yeah,
Soccer
a lot
is,
of Stephen Chow movies, like,
Really?
I'm like,
Yeah.
literally,
I gotta think
I
about
was
that.
thinking
so
about
much
them and-
people,
Shaolin Soccer.
so much
really?
people put Kung Fu Hustle above Shaolin Soccer, but
I
I
like
enjoy
Shaolin Soccer more. I do
I
like.
think-
I do because I think it's a little more fun than.
I think Kung Fu Hustle is more ambitious
Yeah.
and much more like metaphorical.
It is,
because
yeah.
it is insane in its metaphors. And
Yeah.
it's insane in like all of its just the meaning behind everything in that film
Mhm.
is
Right.
fucking amazing. But like I think Shaolin Soccer because we grew up on it and I've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah,
it.
no.
I've
It's
seen it so many
easier
times.
to digest, I
Yeah.
guess.
It is easier to
Yeah.
digest, yeah.
For real.
But I enjoy Shaolin Soccer.
Shaolin Soccer,
Yeah.
it is a great ass.
I-
It's
It's
so
so good.
Literally,
It's
I
so good.
rewatched it recently with
Oh.
with my partner, and
Yeah.
my partner was like, and I was like,
No
I don't care
way!
what you think.
say.
Bro,
This movie is
Shaolin
good
Soccer's
still.
Yeah.
so
It's
That's why
good.
sometimes I don't watch our old films that
Yeah.
we grew up with.
I mean,
like,
No,
like,
I
like,
do it. Oh,
She's like,
wow,
well,
I see.
because she won't get it. So
Yeah.
it's like
No,
I don't want to do it because then I don't want to see her reaction. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, you don't understand.
I
You know what I
like
mean?
it is funny, right? Because like I'm like on the equation of like loving all these old
yeah.
like Asian
No, for
films
sure.
and stuff.
Yeah.
But like there are a lot of, I mean, growing up in the Western,
Mm-hmm.
you know, hemisphere,
The Western Hemisphere.
there
You could just say America.
Growing up in America, right?
Yeah.
Because like those kind of films are like not like people aren't, you know, into them, right? Like people didn't grow up with them. People didn't like aren't into them. So like I like have heard, it's like my friends' boyfriends or whatever, right? Like I remember like this one specific friend. Oh, because like he really liked like Donnie Yen's movies, right? And I was like, oh hell yeah, you know. But she didn't get it. But I got it, and I was like, it's because, you know, I grew up on that
Donnie
shit.
is...
But like she didn't get it. She's like, it's so weird. But he was like, you know, fully into it. It was like cool.
Yeah,
It's fun. It's like,
no, it's so good.
Fun.
It's such a good,
great.
yeah.
like Shaolin Soccer. Like everything about it
Like,
is
no,
just
it's
so
it's also
good.
it's so unique. But like, it's kind of like, if you really think about it, dang, in the conference room, he's just like, so we're gonna make a soccer film, right? But
You know,
we're
for
going
real.
to put kung fu with it, and it's
Yeah,
like,
for
or
real.
Shaolin with
It's
it.
so
And it's like,
good.
No, like
okay,
I mean,
martial arts. And
literally,
it's like,
okay,
okay,
so,
cool,
like,
cool.
Yeah, I was like, at this point, like, you know, Stephen Chow's made a handful of crazy sort of like
Crazy.
kung fu films.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like King of Cooking, you know.
Mhm.
King of Cooking.
It's like
Yeah.
he's doing kung fu while cooking.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, he's already this batshit
Yeah.
crazy. But then he does it with soccer, which I think soccer is pretty, like, you know, synonymous with, like, everyone loves soccer. Everyone's passionate about soccer.
No,
But
exactly.
it's like, it's just moments, the comedic bits in that film as well, and just how anime that movie is.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
it's so
No,
the
anime.
best I can
Because
describe
the
it is
humor
like,
with
God.
it, like, I don't think a lot of people will get
No,
that. That's
no,
the
they
that's the
wouldn't.
bad thing.
Yeah.
Because like I can see and I appreciate
'Cause
all the
it's very
comedic
cringy.
bits with it, but
Yeah.
not
It's
a lot
so
of
cringy,
people.
but-
Like, I still die watching the scene where Ironhead, right? I don't know his name.
Yeah.
But after his brother, his Ironhead
Yeah,
brother,
yeah.
after like they failed the first time, he
Uh-huh.
comes back to his bar and like it's just a POV camera of him throwing the shit at him, and it's like this horror scene. It's filmed like a horror scene,
Yeah.
and then it's just him coming back to him asking him for help,
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
the best bit ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Stephen Chow's a comedic
Yeah.
genius.
No,
Yeah.
he's a genius.
Movie
No,
is
I
just
think
so
he
fucking
is.
good.
He's a genius. I think he's
He's
like wow.
very
He
good.
carried it back then. Like now, of course, he doesn't produce a lot of stuff now, but like
Yeah.
his directing back then, oh my gosh! And even
Yeah.
like how like they weren't like blessed with all the technology
Right.
back then, like how they do it. Like even like I appreciate all the old films
Yeah.
because they were forced to do everything like with what they had,
Yeah.
and there was no animation with it. There wasn't a way to like cheat something. You know,
Mhm.
like even if you build like a little segment.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Shaolin Soccer has like good, like.
Okay, but
It
no,
does,
no,
it
it
does.
doesn't have
The effects
CGI.
is kinda
But I'm
good.
I'm just saying, like in
Yeah.
general, like
It's
they
like
just
Looney Tunes.
they had to like find a way to be creative, and
Yeah.
with films these days, like they don't have to think about that.
Yeah, they
can
can just
do
put
it.
CG.
You know what I mean? Because like in a way, they could be like, oh, we can't do it this way because we can't create it, so we have to move in this direction,
Yeah.
and they would find
Yeah.
something else that might actually discover it
Right.
and be
All
better.
the practical ways
Right.
that they had
All
to
the
think
practical
is-
ways was
yeah,
so
it's
much
very
better.
good.
So I'm like, I just appreciate a lot of the old films,
Yeah.
but like,
Old films are great.
yeah.
Yeah, old films are.
Shaolin
like,
Soccer is
Okay,
Yeah,
this
nice.
isn't
Very
on my
good.
list, but I think about it often about how phenomenal it was. But the Labyrinth,
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my
I
God.
love the lab.
the Labyrinth is on my list.
your top 10?
Okay, not top. It's just
It is.
Okay.
It is a movie
I
that
don't know if it's top
enjoy.
10.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's top 10, but it is so
It
phenomenal.
is
yeah.
good. It's
It
like
is phenomenal.
literally like every snapshot
Yeah.
of like that film.
It is beautiful.
It's just because everything in those shots are like practical.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
So
fuck.
good.
And
This
it,
movie
just
is
like
so
the what is it the maze part? Remember with the worm?
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, just go left or go right, whatever it
Yeah.
was. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. And you could,
Yeah.
you're like,
Just like
it looks
the
like
little-
a wall,
the
but
little
then
you
stones
remember,
moving,
you remember when
yeah.
you get to like the
yeah,
trash area?
perspectives.
Yeah.
Trash area, and it's like her room, but everything is trash.
Yeah.
And they get out of it, and it's just like this wasteland of
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
And it's all like actually there though because
Yeah.
it's all practical. And it's
All
like
Exactly.
practical.
That's the thing
Yeah.
because like now it will be CGI,
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't look like that
Yeah.
anymore. And I appreciate, I love it so
Yeah.
much. Like
It is a very
Like
good
how I
movie.
think about
it's
it.
a really
I was scared as a kid with the monkey, the red thingies.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Wait, which
the ones
with
who
the
like
heads.
dismember
Oh, the
themselves.
one with the
Those
head.
were like
Yeah.
that was like a
Yeah.
scary moment.
Yeah.
Like I was terrified of it,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my gosh. Where I'm like, go, please go. I was like, leave.
Get out of
But-
there.
Yeah,
Get
like
out of
I
there.
was like scared of them because they were just like, oh, like play with us. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
ugh.
Weird.
I'm like, nah. And even like at the ending with the staircase and everything,
Yeah.
all that.
Oh,
That
I
was so
love
cool.
that. I
The
love
sequence.
Oh my god,
That's
the
like-
stress.
The
Yeah.
sequence,
Yeah,
yeah,
for
of where
real.
you
Trying to
wanted
get
it
to the
just,
baby.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And it
you're
would
right.
just be like she'll go up and it'll be down, and she'll
Yeah.
go down and be
The
to
stress.
the left of her. It was
Yeah.
a crazy film.
Yeah.
Crazy
It was,
film.
it's good.
My boy
I'm
David
like,
Bowie.
It's literally, I'm like, it is like a film that I
It's
like,
really fun.
Yeah,
like,
it's
it looks
fun.
so fun.
It is like, you know, kind of like all the puppetry and stuff, like it was so cool. But it's
so
just like
cool.
they were all practical, right? So they kind of were the thing of horrors, like
yes,
thing of nightmares. But like it was like really good. It was really good.
It was.
I'm like it's still something like I quote like like there's like moments in it that I quote. It's like I don't remember if it was David Wu who said it, but it's like a moment where
probably
like,
is. He's really quotable.
I know. I quote
it
it to our little brother all the time, and he's just like because like he'll ask me something, and if he doesn't listen the first time, I just go nothing, tra la la, right?
Oh,
it comes from that, right?
Is that not?
Yeah,
David
it
Bowie?
is.
Yeah.
No, it is David Bowie.
He says it. Oh, right when
he
he's
says
like,
it to the little. Who's the little troll guy?
I forgot his name too.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, so like
he looked old as hell. It's not Dobby. He's the feature of Dobby again. Last time he said it was Dobby.
Dobby from
God.
the 90s.
Oh my god. So
that
like
film came out in the 70s.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's old.
Oh my god.
Super old.
Yo, we
It's
watched it
such a good
VHS
movie,
style.
No, VHS.
Like,
We did.
that's the shit.
But yeah, no, it's a good ass
Good
movie.
movie.
Good ass movie.
Yeah, wow. That's a good ass
Not
movie.
my top,
but
but a good movie.
No,
well, it's a great film. But anyways, so we were talking about Disney, and I wanted to like mention it too because I love Bambi. I love.
It's so
Bambi.
funny because people in my group of friends, it's like Bambi was such a bad they didn't enjoy Bambi. I mean,
What?
in general, like the story of Bambi is kind of like
No,
it's
but
not, there's nothing enticing, right?
Well, I get that, but like the film itself is so beautiful.
I know it's very
like
pretty.
the shot for shot. Like I can still hear.
I also do.
I
love
can still
Bambi.
hear like the raindrops. Scene.
Yeah, the raindrop. Oh,
Oh
I
my
love the
god, don't
raindrop.
even talk about that
Like
scene.
I felt like I was in the rain.
God.
Like,
Yeah.
I felt like
I
I was
do
in the
love
rain,
the
and
raindrop
like how
scene.
how the little
Oh yeah.
little squirrel thingy was
Yeah.
running into like underneath the leaves and everything.
Yeah.
Like I was like scared. I was like, dude, I don't want to get wet. And I'm
My
over here like,
God.
dude, run.
I know, I do
that
love
scene-
that movie.
that
That
scene
scene
is
is so beautiful.
It's just
so
Walt
beautiful.
Disney flexing.
Yeah,
Okay.
flexing, for real.
Yeah, no.
He's
But like,
flexing
but
on the
look how
entire
long
industry
that
this
film
film.
was
No,
like ago. It's so
I don't. Yeah, like I'm saying, my friends don't enjoy
Yeah,
it. Like
I
that's
don't
one of their
understand
least
it.
favorite. But
Really?
I'm like over here, like it's very nostalgic for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it feels like art was coming to life.
Yeah.
You were looking at a painting
Yeah.
and it was moving.
Yeah,
it
it was
wasn't.
moving.
It's not like
Oh, yeah.
animation is not the same because
Yeah.
animation, you know, is animation.
Yeah.
But like with that, like it feels like you see a painting, a canvas,
Yeah.
and a painting, and the leaf is actually moving in
Yeah.
that painting. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy how like you see it.
Right.
And it's like even like when the fire was going, like I
The
was like
fire.
the wildfire, I
Oh,
was
the
like scared. I was like,
wildfire.
oh my god,
The way the
leaf.
fire moved in
Yes,
that movie.
yeah.
I'm telling you, it's so
it was
beautiful.
like it
It's
was.
like-
That's a real
It's
fire.
literally it's the definition of chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way that
For real.
fire moved.
I know it was like crazy, and then with the birds, they were like, "Can we go? And one
Oh
goes,
my
and
God,
shot.
talk
you
about
remember?
I'm just telling you,
That was such a
Traumatic.
horrifying
It's a
scene.
horror movie.
I'm
bro.
telling
No,
you.
it is.
It's
the
like,
mom
I just
died.
got
The
chills.
bird.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? They're like, you know, like they're
Yeah.
waiting for it.
Oh my God.
The anxiety. I'm like, how it.
I do
Why
remember
would I
that.
watch that movie as a kid, bro? This
No,
shit's scary
but even
as
like,
fuck.
like
Yeah.
and they relied heavily on the music of everything.
Yeah,
because
music
like
was
in the
very good.
beginning, you know, when the mother gets shot, they don't show it. You just
No.
hear the gunshot.
Yeah.
You just hear him running back,
Yeah.
and it's just the
He's
music.
just
And
fucking
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And he gets
Yeah.
there, and then he's just like,
Old film.
mother,
So good.
and it's just like the snow's falling down,
Yeah.
Oh.
and it's like, oh, but it's just like
I
the
guess
Yeah.
you're right.
whole thing. It's such
Yeah.
a great film.
Great film.
You're
And then-
bringing it back, and I'm getting the
Yeah.
feeling. I'm like, oh yeah.
And
this
even
is
like,
good.
and I haven't watched it in years, but I want to
Yeah.
watch it again. But you know, even like when he was like fighting the other buck,
Oh yeah.
the other buck, and it's like, and it's just the music going
Yeah,
at
the
it,
music going, yeah.
it's just trying to top each other.
Yeah.
And then even like the shadows, like even just when the shadows of them are
Yeah,
fighting,
yeah.
it's like it's so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Let me talk about the choreography. Yo, literally,
No.
the way that the other deer just doesn't even speak.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
They don't even humanize his
Yeah.
ass. And I'm like, I want this motherfucker to die. Like, fuck this guy.
yeah,
He
he
just comes and he just waves his horns around.
Yeah.
And like, what's Bambi's girlfriend's name again?
Oh, I don't know.
She's just like, she's like stranded because he's like, trying to hit her. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Bambi, don't fuck his ass off.
yeah.
Like, dude, he was like, I was like, now you're making that guy up too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like,
Top
it's
10
such a top 10 Disney movies.
Wait,
Yo.
who was the villain of that film? The other
It
deer
was-
are humans.
I think it's
Yeah,
think
it's
it is a
just-
big mess.
Yo, just bigger message. No, still, but you know, it was like I'm telling you, that film was so. It was everything about the film was
I agree.
great.
It was
Like-
good, yeah.
Like even from like as Bambi and Thumper and Flower, and then them
Oh,
growing
they're so
up and
cute.
them having their own family, and then
Yeah.
it's just the introduction of man and how it destroys the
Mhm.
environment. Like everything about it is
Yeah.
so beautiful, and I'm like, this film is amazing. I'm like,
Imagine they made a live action Bambi.
no, don't do that.
Oh
How
my
do you
God.
live action? It's
Star Seven.
don't do it. No,
Oh my god!
please
Oh
don't.
my god!
It's. I think it's the
Oh
like.
my
I think
God.
personally, it's the best Disney film ever. Like just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Disney film ever?
Yes, ever.
I don't know.
Damn.
I would say that's a pretty that's a take, but I can accept that.
I can. Yeah,
Music.
it's
It's
really
so,
good.
Like that's good versus people who say like other shit. Like I'm trying to think about
Like
bad Disney
Moana.
movie. Yeah,
or
like
Encanto.
Moana's
Moana's
good, but
it's good.
yeah.
But it's not that great.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's
Yeah.
like,
Or like Frozen. Like dog. Get out.
No,
No, my God, no.
Yeah, definitely not.
no.
Like heck,
Yeah,
no.
that's a better take than that.
Because like I know like people will be like their argument would be like Toy Story and like the whole series and
Toy
whatnot.
Story's Pixar.
Well, okay, yeah, but it's like it was produced
Yeah.
by Disney too or something.
I mean,
like
my
that.
favorite
It's-
Disney film is Up.
Okay,
I
okay,
love
Up is also in my list. It's
Up
not
is
top
also
10.
Pixar.
but
I know, but
Okay,
it's
yeah, but
It's
it's
now
Disney,
Disney,
quote
yeah.
unquote. But
Yeah.
you know, but Up is so good.
Up is
Like, let's
very
talk
good.
about Up real quick.
I know. I love Up. Up is
Music.
I cry to Up.
no. I'm like
sometimes.
Up is no. I can't watch that whole scene at the beginning because I still cry.
Oh my
but,
god, yeah.
No. Up is a movie that legit we
It's
watched
so much symbolism.
so many times.
It's so
bro.
beautiful.
Literally,
oh my
talking
God.
about scenes that like will win awards along with the rain scene is like
Yeah.
the beginning of Up.
No, beginning.
Like,
I'm like that whole
just
the whole
sequence.
sequence because they just hit you with it, and it's
No.
like you don't see it coming at all. You're like, what the?
Because
just
most
happened?
of it, especially after they get married or whatever,
Yeah.
it's just music.
Yeah,
It's just music.
exactly.
And no
That's so-
dialogue. And
it's
you
so-
just see them playing out their lives.
yeah, I know, and it's such a
I mean,
beautiful
it's iconic.
scene.
It's iconic.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm just thinking about it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
They
a
don't make
great
films
film.
like those anymore.
Yeah.
They don't. No, I mean for real. Like they don't. They just don't
Yeah,
have that
it's-
pace. The pace of it is
The
just
pace
so
of it.
great.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Genuinely like a film that I think they were like this has to be like so artsy
Yeah.
that nothing can top it, and I just Up is
Loved
just
it.
like that.
So
No, like
good.
I loved
Such a
all the
good movie.
characters.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all
Well,
the characters were
besides
great.
Charles Muntz, like who the heck?
Okay, yeah, but he was
Yeah,
a good villain.
yeah.
But he was a good villain.
Yeah, I like Charles Muntz.
Was he
That's a
good?
villain.
I guess.
He was a good
guess.
villain.
He's not like a crazy good villain,
He's-
but I
But
appreciate
he's
him.
a pretty
Yeah.
good
I
villain.
appreciate him as
I
like a
don't-
crazy old
Had a
guy.
Yeah.
limp of dogs.
Yeah, okay, that
Like,
could.
In South America.
Yeah. What was it? What was it? Niagara Falls.
No, it wasn't Niagara Falls.
No, it wasn't Niagara. What the
No,
heck was that?
Niagara
I said
Falls in New
Falls.
York.
What was it called? Oh my gosh.
Paradise Falls.
Paradise Falls.
Falls.
Paradise Falls. Yeah.
This is a
Literally,
good film.
yeah. It's a good ass
It's-
film. Like it's something that I do revisit every now and then because it's just.
Yeah,
so
it's
fun
just
to
I
watch.
just yeah because I'm like man just the shot of the chairs
I know.
I'm like,
I'm like
damn.
literally.
Yeah.
I'm like
The shot
yeah.
of the
We
chairs.
watched that movie like
so
we,
much though,
so
back
much
then.
we could quote the
Yeah.
whole damn
Oh,
movie,
yeah, oh,
bro.
yeah.
Do you guys
Hello,
remember that?
my name is Russell.
Yeah, literally, it was like insane.
My favorite Disney character used to be Pooh, and now it's Russell. Like,
Oh.
that's my
No.
favorite Disney character. Of
I
all
mean, I
time.
still love
Russell.
Pooh.
Russell,
but-
oh my gosh, no, like
That's
I'm just like
Russell's your favorite Disney
Yeah.
character?
He's just
well,
that guy.
he's
He's that
he's
guy.
that dude, man. He's just that
guy.
dude, bro. No, like I'm like, damn, yeah, that whole film, but it's just like the whole thing where he's just like, this was our wish. Like he's trying to like it's just him trying to chase that last bit
That
of,
last
like,
adventure.
that last adventure with her.
his wife.
with her,
In the
and
house.
he's just like realizing that point where it's like I can't anymore. She's
I
gone.
gotta move on without her.
And he's like, I gotta go save him and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
and then he leaves the house there. It's like, oh, it's so beautiful. And then he goes back and then he's like, I'm gonna just be that father figure for Russell. And I'm like, it's such a beautiful film.
So good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh right, because Phyllis isn't his mom.
Yeah.
Phyllis.
Phyllis isn't my mom.
Who is Phyllis? I've never.
She's like that lady that like.
I know, but
yeah.
like I've never figured out who Phyllis
Dude,
is in
Russell's
his
so
life.
good.
He's so good.
I'm remembering Russell now. He's just the best fucking
He's such an
character,
idiot,
dog.
which
Yeah.
he reminds me
love
of
that kid.
Alex so much,
does,
and I'm like,
yeah.
I love
He
him
does.
for that.
Yeah.
I love that
'Cause-
kid.
oh my gosh, but yeah,
Russell's a good kid.
Russell.
Russell's a good kid.
He's my favorite character.
Damn,
Oh.
it's a great ass. It is a great ass.
It is
movie.
it's
such a good
so
film.
good. Yeah, it's such a good
Oh my
movie.
gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It has
but
like a
anyways.
lot of like dumb, dopey moments in it.
Yeah,
you know?
but it's wholesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just so good. I can't describe it. It's just great. But holy crap. Anyways, we're Bambi up. But
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's just
Cash.
you know,
yeah, I
movies.
guess you can go with another one.
Damn, I don't know.
Good.
Yeah, with
movie.
30 minutes in, and we only have two
Shrek.
films each.
God.
Shrek? No way.
The first
No,
one.
Shrek is good.
The first
Shrek
one.
is
I don't-
genuinely a good
okay,
ass
I mean-
movie.
So So like I have mixed feelings with it because like Shrek is okay, but it's just to me like I can't watch it over and over. Like I can't.
I'm like I don't watch it over. It's like something I'll watch every now and then.
No,
but,
well,
also
yeah, but
a film doesn't have to be like watchable. You know.
No, okay, no, but like to the point where it's like
you don't have to watch the
film.
No, I mean like over and over.
No, but like once I watch it, you know, like just say once every 5 years, I feel like it loses its.
No, I still enjoy it.
Yeah,
I still
like,
enjoy it.
Like I would still I'll watch Bambi again, and I would still think it's so good. You know what I mean? But now, like with Shrek, I don't know, especially because of all the like sequels to it too.
Oh,
it's just there's a lot of like different connotations to it, and it's just I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay, the first one.
I guess. Which was the first one? What, Lord Farquaad?
Yeah,
and he's saving.
Fiona.
Well, he doesn't save her, but like.
Yeah.
Wait, does he save her?
Rescues Fiona, yes, from the tower.
He doesn't, but you know
she does herself, right?
No, Shrek does.
Shrek does. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about like Ever After.
Yeah,
where
the
like
second one saves her actually,
where she saves herself.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I was thinking about that. For some reason, I thought it was the first
one. Wait,
one.
She saves herself in the second one?
She saves herself.
Not in the second one. It's like
she makes like a
third or fourth film.
No, the third one they have babies.
Yeah, so it's like it's the
twist. Like Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, with a dream.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys don't get that joke.
I don't.
But yeah, I mean, it's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Shrek is okay.
Yeah, it's a good.
It's a solid film.
It's a solid film.
I don't know.
But it's also like. I don't know.
It's also like birthed the most iconic scene to ever
exist. For real.
Wait, what is it?
Smash Mouth's what's the title again?
I forget.
Oh, I forget the title.
It is Smash Mouth. I forget though.
Iconic? What's iconic?
I don't know the title.
I don't. I mean, no. It's like it was one of those films that like it had like popular songs. Even with the later films, they would use
the old.
They wouldn't like do like the soundtrack for it. They would like pick from like pop songs and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was like
Interesting.
But no, like Shrek, the first one is pretty good.
I mean, personally, I enjoy the second one more.
But with the god fairy,
the fairy godmother.
The fairy godmother.
And Charming.
That's the second. Yeah, that one is the one I remember.
Because we watched that one so much. Yeah. We had that one on VHS. But we didn't have the first one.
Gotcha. Yeah. The first one is good. I do just enjoy the second one more.
I enjoy the second one more too.
Because like the final battle in the second one.
Well, the character
with the music and all that.
Where Shinji has to get rid of
his
big old brother.
Yeah. Well, he had an evil brother?
No, the big ginger.
The big
ginger.
Yeah,
you're right.
You know what I mean?
His arms like fell out because they threw
water.
Oh my god! It was the fireballs. Remember they're shooting? They're catapulting.
But he melted his arms off.
Yeah. That's sad. Sad
Good movie.
Good movie. It's a good film.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, I guess move on. Yeah, we got to keep.
So my number 7 of best movie.
Wait, what was 8?
8 was Shaolin Soccer.
Yeah.
What was 9?
Wait, no, 8. My God, this is number 8.
Yeah, I was I feel like we skipped a number.
Yeah, okay. So number 8 for me. This is more recent, so it's gonna sound like kind of crazy, but Guardians 3.
Oh my God.
Okay, I never watched it.
Wait, how did that make to your top? Do you remember?
It's such a good movie.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. I don't like the series.
I love all 3 Guardians.
I thought the second was your favorite.
Second was for a very long time. And
the second one, the one with Yondu dying.
Yeah, second one's when Yondu died. Oh
yeah.
my God, Yondu is my favorite character of like
the MCU.
All the Guardians. He's favorite Guardian.
I thought you were just Rocket.
Well, it's okay. It's semi Rocket now because of 3. but like wow. I love Yondu still, just because Yondu's a good dad.
Is Yondu a Guardian?
Well, not really.
Yeah, that's right. When you said out of the Guardians, I was like, is he a Guardian though?
Out of those films. Out of those films.
Really?
Yondu's there.
I got you.
But no, the third one is like, it's such a good send off to all the characters and just the way that movie makes me feel.
So there's not gonna be a 4th movie?
I don't think so. No.
Oh,
there's no shot. Because James Gunn, who directed all 3 films, he's not coming back. He's not coming back.
Yeah.
So this was like his final, finale to his trilogy, and it's just so good. Everything that he did to each of these characters, and I love this about Gunn's like most of his stuff because like I love the Peacemaker TV show as well. It's like I think Gunn just understands how to make characters who aren't generically likable. It's like making the ruffians, the characters who are like misfits,
like Drax,
really likable. Like Drax, Drax is really stupid, but like
I don't
so
like
dumb.
Drax. Actually.
I love Drax.
I don't like him. He's too dumb. Like he's too dumb.
But okay, but that's like the point of it, though.
No, I'm like I love dumb characters. Okay, but I was just like, well, he's so dumb. Like he was dumb in a not likable way for me.
No.
Really?
Okay, I would say the first one, the way they wrote him in the first one, I did not find him funny in the first one.
Oh yeah, no,
because
he was like pissed all the time.
Yeah.
Even the second one, I wasn't
the
like
second
a
one.
big
The
fan
second
of.
one, he had like so many good lines. The second
No.
and then the third one,
one-liners.
And God, like I said, just the way they wrapped the whole film up, the way a lot of the characters like felt. Rocket's. I was like, you guys don't know this. Do you guys care if I particularly spoil per se?
No, go for
spoiler
it.
alert, yeah.
Yeah,
spoiler
alert
alert
for Guardians Volume 3 if nobody's ever seen it.
Volume 3.
But they go into Rocket's backstory and why he is the way he is, and I think it's just a pinnacle because like Rocket's whole character arc, is pretty much like, and they explain it in the second one too, but he's a character that's like unlikable. He's a jerk to everybody. He's an asshole. But
he's a tsundere.
But like the Guardians still accept him and they still
Right.
love him anyways because they're all like family,
Yeah.
They're all family. The entirety of Guardians 3 is them trying to save Rocket because Rocket is dying, right?
Well, how's he dying?
So he has this piece. He has like this bit inside of him
Mm.
because he's like he's like engineered,
Yeah.
biologically engineered,
Yeah.
and there's a bit in him that gets like destroyed. It gets like it starts malfunctioning, right?
Yeah.
And the only way they can fix it is if they find a way to like dismantle it, which they have to go to like his creator in order to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they find a way to get to his creator, which the guy's name is the High Evolutionary. He's pretty much like this guy who creates entire species and races.
Wow.
And you go into the whole backstory of like why Rocket is so scarred, why he like hates everything, etc.
How
like,
old is Rocket supposed to be?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
Hmm.
But he's played by Bradley Cooper, so I guess
know.
you can like you can back
Wow.
Bradley Cooper.
He's like 50.
But
like,
but like it's just like, and not that either because Star-Lord has a pretty good. I would say okay, not Star-Lord, but like him and Gamora's relationship gets like a really good like send off because Gamora. Because the thing as well is how interesting like the background of like why this happens is also really interesting because Gunn never intended to kill Gamora.
yeah.
His original plan for the trilogy, he wanted a different ending for Star-Lord and Gamora.
Yeah.
However, the Russo brothers killed her in Infinity War.
Yeah.
They killed her because they were like, oh, they must have sacrificed somebody. It's gonna be Gamora.
Yeah.
So James Gunn was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
You just ruined my entire plan.
Yeah.
So that he had to work a new way, and I love his new plan.
Yeah.
His new plan is, he makes the new Gamora, the one from the old timeline.
Yeah.
She comes back and she's a Ravager now. And the Ravagers are like what Star-Lord used to be. It's just like gang of like, like Ruffins,
Yeah.
But they all like, they have a code, so they're pretty much family as well.
Yeah.
And it's just Star-Lord being like, oh yeah, me and Gamora, we used to do this, and I used to do this with you. He literally tries to like semi like flirt with her and like make her like him in a sense.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. She doesn't like him.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know who your Gamora was, but I'm not her. So
Yeah.
This her whole like rejection the entire film.
Yeah.
And this his whole entire rejection being like, no, you are my Gamora. We have to be, we have to be.
Yeah.
We're us. But at the end of the film, she realizes they're like, this isn't the same. Like, etc. And it's the line. It'll never stop. Like, because at this point, Peter's like, he's tried everything he can to get her to remember, quote unquote.
Right.
But like,
she won't.
to
she's not.
Gamora.
Yeah.
But he can't, and he says goodbye to her,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like backs turned to each other, and she's about to get on the ship, and she's like, I bet we were fun. And I was like, fuck, bro, fuck. And I'm over here punching the air like, goddamn Star-Lord. Goddamn Peter. And it's one of those moments where it's like, yeah, their relationship was fun. They were a good dynamic. I enjoyed them so much.
Yeah.
And it's just a bittersweet send-off for
Yeah.
For that.
Well, it's because she was killed off.
Yeah, it's because she was killed off, and it's like not her.
Yeah.
And it's so good. Like, I think that whole film, just to character dynamics between their whole crew and them all just having to get along each other and learning to like get along with each other, even though they're so different.
Yeah.
I think just resonates with, I guess, just like me and or just people in general. Damn, like these guys are just people. They're not superheroes. Like, at least the way I see it, like the Guardians aren't superheroes. They're just people.
Yeah.
They're just a bunch of like ragtag people working together.
Right.
And I love that.
Like it's kind of like a sloppy kind of teamwork, but it
Absolutely.
works.
No, it is very sloppy.
Yeah,
I'm like,
like it's not even a plan. They just do it.
yeah,
literally, and I fucking love
Yeah.
it. I love the Guardians.
That's
so
great.
much.
That's good, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I still would never watch it. But
Wow.
No, that's
they're not
okay.
yet, mate.
I don't know. Like the Guardians are fine. Like they are fun. They're a fun like
They are so
crew to
fun.
watch. But I'm not drawn to their movies.
Like the same way people
too.
say people say like like from anime for example, people be like, oh yeah, my like I would get like a Naruto tattoo of like the whole team, or like I would get like the Yu Yu Hakusho like tattoo of all the team.
yeah.
It's like for me that's my Guardians, you know, like
Wow.
or that's like my Yu Yu Hakusho, my Naruto.
Yeah.
It's like the Guardians are that to me because
Wow, okay.
I think them as a team, it's just like their family, you know. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're all so fucking good. I love
Okay,
it. I love it.
interesting. All right, well, there you go.
There you go.
All right, well, I'm going to I'm gonna say, or I'll mention one of my movies. It's this one because of what it represents.
Mhm.
It's
Oh, yeah.
why it's like I think in one of my top 10 films. It's real. Like this
Oh,
is
yeah.
a real thing.
Okay.
And it's called Silenced, and it's a Korean film, and it has
Oh, is
Gong
that
Yoo.
bullying one?
No, it's
Oh, it's
Gong
not the
Yoo.
bullying
It has
one.
Gong Yoo in it.
Okay.
Goblin. You guys are
No,
K-drama
okay.
fans, but
Train to Busan.
Train to
Everybody.
He's
Busan.
that
Train
guy
to
who
Busan.
like
Yeah,
plays
the
the
dad.
back cheek.
it's Squid Game.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's true too. That's true.
Wait, he
That's
was
true.
in Squid Game?
He was.
I guess.
Oh, I didn't
I
know
never
that.
watched it.
I didn't
but
watch
I
it
heard
either.
about it.
He's
But
like,
anyways,
yeah, he's like the guy who like slaps the main guy.
Yeah.
That's
Loses
really
the back
funny.
cheek.
yeah.
It's weird.
But yeah, he slaps him a couple of times because he keeps losing. Anyways,
That's so funny.
yeah. So it's basically a film about like I guess he has a divorce, so he has to care for his mother, I guess his mother and his daughter, and his daughter is like has a sickness, and so he takes a job at this school to like try to pay off her
medical
Like,
bills.
her medical bills, right?
Yeah.
And he knows sign language, so
Mm.
it's a school for the deaf,
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
and
It's still freaking rough.
it's rough.
Ugh.
It is rough, but it's based off a true story. By the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, he goes there. And
Which is
he's
not
like,
good.
he's like, you know, trying to be a good teacher, trying to be nice to all the kids. The kids are all like cold to him,
Yeah.
and they're all like, they don't want to get him or be involved with whatever he wants to do. He's trying to bond with the kids because he's a teacher,
Yeah.
and they're just not about that. And he's like, this is weird. Like, why is the school weird and all that stuff? Basically, spoiler, guys, if you guys haven't seen it, but if so, y'all can skip it. Blah blah. But it kind of gets graphic. So also,
Mhm.
Oh, that's not it.
what you call it? Yeah. So what is it called?
What?
Silenced.
No. The warning. I don't know what's it called to warn them
Trigger
about
warning.
any trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
Trigger
yes.
warning. Yeah, but like so basically the president or the principal is SAing kids,
Mhm.
and they can't speak about it because they can't speak physically, obviously, and nobody cares about it basically.
They don't
And
even. I mean,
and
they
they,
don't
they have it like wraps, you know,
under the wraps,
yeah,
under
under
the
the
rug.
wraps and stuff like that. And so like he finds that out,
Mhm.
and the kids are getting abused because
Yeah.
like one of the girls is like the stepdaughter. Oh, not stepdaughter. They're like she's like the adopted sister of the principal, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But she likes one of them, and the principal like liked the little girl, so she was abusing her because principal liked her.
Ugh.
I think something like that.
Well, how old are is this?
They're
high
like
school
they're
age?
like no, they're like kids.
No.
They're like kids. And there's
Oh
this
my God.
one really traumatic scene
No.
Yeah, you've talked about this before.
Oh
I
my
remember.
God.
where like
No.
or there's several
I don't want to
traumatic
hear
scenes.
it.
There's one where there's
I
this
don't.
guy. He's like very
Big
abusive.
A.
He like
Stop.
you know physically abuses them, and there's two boys,
Yeah.
and it's like the older one and the younger one, and it's like
Stop.
this one scene where they're completely nude.
Oh.
You only see the backside, but they're completely
Yeah.
nude, and he's like giving them a bath.
Ugh,
And
don't
I'm
touch
like,
him.
no way. And,
Oh my
and
God. Oh.
basically, one of the kids goes out into like the train tracks, and they get ran over, and so the kid dies.
Yeah.
And so there's this other brother. I mean, the other brother basically, like,
Yeah.
he's the one that escapes and whatnot. Basically, like, yeah, it becomes a whole thing where there's three kids that is like working with Gong Yu, and
Yeah.
they're basically trying to expose the whole school and whatnot. And so that's what they're trying to do. And they find like the reporters and whatnot, and they're like working a case, and they're getting there. There's twins. The principal is a twin, so there's two of them.
The principal is a twin. He has a twin.
They're a set of twins, and
Okay.
they're both working at the school. And one of them's like the head, and then the other one's like below him or
Yeah.
whatnot. He's like the more dumber one, I guess, or whatnot.
Okay.
Basically, they're like, oh, like you don't even know who it was. So I think what they were trying to do is they were trying to pin it on the twin,
Oh.
And the twin was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take the fall anyways. Like, I'll take the fall for you because he's like the older, smarter, whatever one." But she's like,
both of them, take them both down. They both knew what was happening.
And like he like did the whole thing where he filmed it and all that, so it's disgusting.
Ew,
but he filmed it and they did all, and then it was very annoying because they found the footage and they bribed the lawyer, so the lawyer didn't show it to the judge, and they basically they got like the least. Like a light sentence? Yeah, like a super light sentence, basically.
And this is like real life, too.
This is like real life,
I'm like,
right.
that's...
And it's like, it's very sad.
It's very true to life.
Like, it was like, it made me cry because it was like, damn. Because there was the two girls and then the boy. And the boy, it was like one scene where the boy's like asking like Gong Yu, like, oh my god, like, I have to like stand and sit like her because she did so well and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And like, I have to do this and do that and talk about this. Like, you think I'll be good? Like, he's like doing sign language at him. And the scene before was that they bribed his grandmother with money to silence him, like so that he doesn't have a say in court. So he didn't know that. And I was like, whoa, like I'm gonna cry right now because I'm like, damn, because this is like real,
literally,
right?
Like, and why is this like, grandma?
And Gong Yu just goes like Gong Yu just like crouches down to him and he's like, you can't speak at court, and he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, because your grandmother took the money. Yeah. And so he's like crying because his brother died. And he's the one with his brother. So he's like, oh, you told me that I could stand up and I could be strong and I could talk to my soldiers basically. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, but I'm like, it's such a powerful movie. And I'm like, I can't. I'm like, with the amount of like trauma. But this like a lot of kids go through this, and it's just like, anyways, it's rough, right? It's like very rough because we have a younger sibling. We have a younger brother. And I'm like, I can't. Many. Okay, yeah. But like, I can't imagine him going through that. There's no way. And it's like, I mean, there's so much stuff that happens in this world.
No, I'm like, yeah, you know, those things that's like, oh, like, do you think you could ever kill someone? Yeah.
Yeah. No. Like if I know what they did and stuff like that, for example, I definitely, like, I would straight up homicide somebody. Like, it's just like, it's just like, it's so crazy because I watch these films because it is hard to watch, but it's like, what is it? A reminder that like, this world isn't safe. Like this world has this happening, and even though they're like, oh, it's wrong for you to like be entertained, but it's like, it's not really entertainment though. It's just informing yourself about it, and they're putting it in a storytelling way so that it's easier for you to digest. Because like, if you want the real legitimate facts, it's even worse than that.
It's even harder.
Yeah, it's harder. So it's like this is like a film way of like showing other like people, and this film was created to like
for that,
for more publicity. And I'm like, oh my god, like this film. I watched it with my girlfriend and we were like, oh my god, like I'm like, I cried. I literally cried when because like that scene, because that actor, the kid was so good at it. Like the pain that he was like, I can't have my testimony because that's the only piece for them. That's the only way for them to like literally express to like the perpetrator that like you like hurt me. My brother died because of you, and it's like. And it's just like, he couldn't do that. They took that away from him. And I'm like, I'm like, I hate stuff like that. But it's like, that's the realism in like life. And I'm like, damn, it just sucks.
I think this film, along with like a lot of like South Korean films too, because I see this trend at least in South Korean films, where it's normally a film that brings up with an unsolved case or with like fucked up situations like this, and it'll reignite these cases. Because stuff like that, I think it's like, you know, this stuff happens and then they reopen the case and it's like, no, let's look at this again. Right. Because of like, you know.
Because you know what? That was fucked up. And it's just like, why didn't we recognize
this from the first place? Right, exactly. And it's just so dumb.
No, so dumb. Yeah. And I was like, and I mean, there are, like I said, there are a handful of like Korean films that are like that. Yeah. Because I know there are a lot of like serial killers, like killer cases that
what is it?
follow
Memoirs of a Murder, for example. Like that. Okay, sorry. Let me just talk about that real quick. Okay. But like, it's crazy because the ending, because you know back then people were like, oh, like a serial killer, whatever, looks like hideous or looks crazy or weird, whatever. And like the last like lines,
it's always the pillar of the community.
It's like like this cop basically, like he's like the one that was trying to like solve it, whatever. And he basically is like, I can't do it, whatever. And in the end of the film, he comes back to like the scene of the crime. Years later, and there's this kid who was like looking there, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, like I saw some somebody else here, so I was wondering what it was down there too that he was looking at.
Mhm.
And he's like, what did he look like? And she's like, ordinary, just ordinary.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, that line hits.
Yeah.
Because like it was basically that was the killer.
Yeah.
And he looked ordinary.
Yeah.
And so it was like a
just
zoom in,
another
the
person.
realization, and it zooms in on him like looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like
The
representation, like as if
Jim
like
Halpert.
Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard. What the freak? Dwight
Like
Schrute.
Jim
I'm sorry.
Halpert.
But like, you know, no.
Dwight Howard.
But, like,
Like he looks at the camera, so I'm
the feature of Dwight Howard. Why did I say Dwight?
God.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
But
God.
no, but like it's like him like looking at the camera, being like, so
like
the killer.
we were looking for
Yeah, like if the
people.
killer is watching the film, it's like I can see the killer. Like it's like, but the killer was eventually caught and everything, and I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
so,
like,
in
for
the
real.
film, I don't know.
yeah, and I was
Yeah,
like,
so-
damn, this is a good film. But anyways, yeah, I'm like,
No, but for real.
South Korean movies are pretty good, pretty nice.
I mean, yeah, they're good. They're also very stress inducing.
They
so
are.
I try to avoid them.
Yeah, but yeah, so that is
Wow.
one movie, and it is in my top 10 because it's
Mm.
No, I get
silence.
that. It's
silence.
like
Y'all should watch it, but
Yeah.
it's
I don't know if I can make
it's-
it.
I don't think I
dude.
can.
It's
Like
a really rough.
I can't
yeah.
do that.
I
I'm
can't do hard.
I mean, like I said, I don't force myself because I'm willingly to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's just so that I'm more informed.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, because like, you know, I would love to like be a journalist and like go out there and like do all this stuff, write about it, and so we can
Do you?
give it to the publicity.
Because that's real
But I know,
life, man.
it's like once you really get to the nitty gritty, it's kind of rough because like I'm like I don't know how well I can handle it
Yeah.
once I actually like see like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the filth that's in this world.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it's like it's rough, but I would love to though. Like I would personally want to go out there.
See, I was like, because you actively seek out these things. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. You actively seek these
The
out.
first time I actually watched a film that I was like, "Dude, this is hard," because you know it has to do with like like SA and like
Yeah.
and, like murder. I watched Wind River Valley because it has like Jeremy Renner in it.
Oh my
And
god.
I watched it, and it was like the
Is that the one where he like kills or the guy and it's like the snow and
it's
Okay,
in
okay.
the snow because
I
I
don't know
watched
this
that film
movie.
and I skipped the entire SA scene
yeah,
Because-
it's rough.
because it's rough
Yeah.
and I can't watch it. Like
Yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah.
It started and I was like, time
Yeah.
out, and
Yeah.
I skipped it all
Yeah.
and. Then it got to like the finale where he like kind of kills the guy
Yeah.
and he's describing it, and it's like I can only imagine like what victims go through.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And it's like it's so hard, and I was like, why did I even watch this movie?
Yeah.
It was so painful to watch. This
Yeah.
movie. And I was
Like okay, see,
God.
so like when it comes to like scenes like that, I skip it too because I can't do
it's
that. I can't do that.
That is
But
so
like
much.
it's just like just imagine like it's up to
Yeah.
your imagination.
Yeah.
But like we could be like, man, like it's a unwelcoming feeling and something where it's like you're forced to do it, but you really don't understand it unless you're a victim.
No,
Yeah.
And it's just
Exactly.
that makes me sad
Yeah.
because it's like they had to go through something so traumatic
I know.
Yeah.
and so rough, and I'm like, and I can't
Literally,
even
yeah.
imagine half of what happened.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Like I can't even do that, and it's
No.
like it's rough and it sucks.
literally in that film where because Jim Renner tracks down the person who like kills this girl and he's like, you left her like this in the snow, right? Because he
Mhm.
leaves that guy in the snow the same way that guy left her.
Yeah.
And he's like, you left her like this in the snow. She ran for like 30 plus miles in the snow without even being able to see in front of her because of how afraid she was, and et cetera, et cetera. And this is somebody who was like, because the whole film as well is like a huge like speak out on like the native like reservoirs.
Yeah.
Like because
Yeah.
she was of that ethnicity.
okay.
Yeah.
And it's a huge stay out because a lot of Native American girls go missing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is to speak out on that. And it's
Mhm.
like, and he was like, you left her like this, but she was strong. He
Yeah.
knew who she was, and he was like, she was a strong girl. She was like, she had a bright future, and you left her like this, and she still persevered even through the snow.
Yeah.
And he's telling this to the guy. He's telling the guy to like run because he's like, I'm gonna kill you if you don't.
Yeah.
And the guy runs about 20 feet before he dies, right? And he's like, and she did so much better than you.
Yeah.
Like she did so much to like
Yeah.
persevere
Mhm.
for her life better
Yeah.
than you did, and etc. And I'm like, oh man, this movie's just. And I was like, it was hard. It was hard. Like that whole scene like made me cry because it was just like, God, you can never imagine what
rough.
victims go through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
but
a rough.
besides all that, yeah, I was like, downer stuff.
My
I love
God.
Kash.
My gosh. Well,
Yeah.
on a lighter note, I mean,
Yeah.
in the same vein of Shrek, Megamind.
Oh,
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you brought
she's
me
over
up.
here.
That-
Steve Vane.
She's
No,
been
I'm
thinking
sorry,
about
but
Will
Megamind is
Ferrell
so
the whole
much
time.
better than
Megamind is
Shrek.
a lot better.
Way
I'm
better.
saying
Did we know?
Megamind is so good.
I got something to say. Do we know that Titan's name isn't like Titan, like Attack on Titan, but it was Titan like something wrapping around something?
No way.
That's what his
Titan?
name is.
No way.
Like Titan.
TIGHT.
Yeah, that's his name.
No.
Not.
That's Jonah Hill's character's name. It's
I
Titan.
thought Titan. Yeah, as like a Titan of the gods.
Yeah,
no.
you know what I mean?
No.
There's no way.
No, it was
There's
never
no way.
spelled like that though.
No, look. I think if you look on the credits, that's that'd be so for real.
No.
I found this out the other day. I was like,
What was his
way.
superhero? He was just also strong, right?
Yeah, he was just like a replica of Metro
Why
Man.
was it
Yeah.
Titan as in tightening a
don't
rubber
know.
band?
I don't know.
What?
But maybe I'm wrong, but it's okay.
What?
Okay.
But
I
no,
need
that
to
movie,
know
that
this
movie
now.
is goated though.
No,
That
yeah,
movie
Megamind
is-
is so
it's-
good.
it's a great
Yeah.
animated film.
Yeah, I genuinely, it's like ahead of its time.
It is.
It's like before
It
the
is really
superhero craze. That movie
Yeah.
is so.
Oh,
good.
yeah,
it was
before the
so
superhero
great.
craze.
It was so great. It was.
The scene where Metro Man is contemplating his purpose in life.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's got super
god,
speed.
for real.
It's so dumb, but it's also like, oh, wow.
Like I say, it's so ahead
Like,
of
that's
its
real.
time. Of like,
damn.
God, I don't know.
That,
Yeah, that
was
movie's
Hal
really good.
Stewart. They just have his normal name.
Hal
Oh.
Stewart.
Oh wait, no, it is.
TIGHT.
It is.
Titan Stewart.
No way.
That's what I said.
That is like no.
Yeah. But it's a really really good film. I don't know what else to like
It is
add
a
to
good
that.
movie.
It's just
Yeah,
a
no,
great
it's
film.
a good movie. Good movie.
Oh, nice pick.
Literally, yeah. Good as animated film. Like I
It's
said,
like-
it's in my top 10. I thought about it a lot.
Yeah,
too.
no. Megamind is so good.
It is. It is. Yeah, like I really enjoy it, watching it. It's like okay,
Very quotable. Very quotable.
cool.
Very quotable.
No, but it's like it's based off such a like generic premise,
Yeah.
but
But
they
it's
make
so-
it so
so
much better.
good.
They
So
make it
fun.
so
Yeah.
much better. Yeah, it's so fun to like watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in my head, it's like I still quote like when anyone's like, "What's your name?" It's like Bernard.
Oh,
Bernard.
yeah.
I always that's always the first thing. I do
That's
too.
so funny.
Yeah, that
We
is
did
true.
quote that movie. I don't know. I don't remember that many quotes from it, to be honest.
What?
But yeah,
Oh,
Bernard
now.
is really
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Bernard is really good.
Like, what a guy. What a
All
guy.
right. Well, I was like, I'm glad we're kind of like on the okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad we're in the animated realm,
Okay.
and we were also in the sign language realm.
Oh,
my seventh-
oh,
My seventh
Okay,
is the
I-
sign language.
yeah, we
Okay,
know.
that's also on my list. But
It's the seventh on my list.
It's
Yeah.
rough.
I think I only put it in seventh because this film impacted me in such a huge way, but I'm like, I've moved past that era in my life. I felt less close to this film, which I think is good in my time. Because
Yeah.
when I used to watch
Yeah.
it, I used to cry at every second of this movie.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
this movie was like, damn, that'd be me for real though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I used to like, God, this movie is just, it's really good. It covers really heavy topics as well. Like,
Mhm.
once again, trigger warning, covers like suicide,
Suicide,
and, like,
yeah. Bullying, I
bullying,
guess.
yeah.
Social norms,
Yeah.
Yeah.
social inadequacy, I guess.
Yeah,
it's just a bunch of stuff.
It's a really
Lots
good
of
movie.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good movie. I
It
think
is very good.
I think outside of like its good storytelling, I think not the animation per se, but like the way, because I can't call it directing, but the
Mhm.
way they the movement of the film, the way like it's paced,
Yeah.
it's just done so well. Like just the tiny tidbits of things that
Yeah.
adds to characters. Like I would still say this. It's like, oh god, it's still the girl that's like Shoko's like best friend who moved away because she got bullied a lot.
Yeah.
There's that scene where like towards the very end when they talk
Yeah.
and the main guy looks at her and he's like, you need to have more confidence, etc. as well. Like,
Yeah.
like you need to like also be happy, etc. And you get a POV of her and she's looking at the ground the same way he does. And
Yeah.
it's like these tiny little moments in this
Yeah.
film where it's like that wasn't necessary, but holy fuck,
Yeah.
these are
it
good
puts
introspectives
it
to
more,
these
yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this is another film where it's like every single character in this film, I'm like,
Mhm.
I know these people. These people are people in my life that I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
such a good movie.
Yeah, it's just like damn, like the
Because
last
everybody
scene,
is so
it's like
flawed.
damn.
Everybody's
Yeah.
so like.
Yeah.
But like yeah, like
Yeah.
and nobody's perfect and whatnot. But
Nobody's
it's like
perfect.
Yeah.
damn, man.
And
it's-
everyone has their own shit they're going
yeah,
through.
right. And
Yeah.
it's just like damn, man. Because you see like there's like the bullies, but then they also have stuff they're going through.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean.
Of course, they don't touch on it too.
Right,
heavily,
right.
but,
But like, it
you get
insinuates
it.
it. Like you understand that. Oh crap! But I mean, not to validate their
Yeah,
bullying
right.
at all. obviously.
I mean,
but,
literally, our main character was a bully, you know.
Yeah, okay,
It's
yeah,
like,
he
yeah.
was right. And he's trying to like find closure, I guess.
Yeah, he's
in
trying
it,
to find
because
closure, too.
he got the brunt of it after like
Just
she
leaves.
left, and that they realized, oh, he did a dickish move, but y'all were involved too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then he felt like, oh crap, now I'm the one getting bullied,
Yeah.
and then he understands it and how he's trying to like, I don't know, confess his sins or whatnot. And it's just like how he turned out to be that kind of a guy who was just like, oh, I'm gonna put my head down and just like live life. And basically, like, I don't know, going empty. I don't know. He's
literally.
like, just like there's no faces.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's how it is though for a lot of people. Like, you know a person, but like, they're just a person. You know someone's face, it's really like, that person doesn't matter to you. For him, it's like, nobody mattered. Because like, I don't think I've ever been like super depressed, for example. But like, I can understand like when I felt like I'm like on the verge of it, where I'm like getting close to it or whatnot, that I'm like, okay, like I gotta find a way to like get out of this, like slither out. I think I've been pretty fortunate and I've been successful in that stuff, but like I can see where people get trapped where they're like, there's points where like you just can't do anything, or your body's like, I don't want to do anything. I can't do it. I'm depressed, and it's just like nobody matters. Yeah, where it's like it's like you just coexisting with this person, and even though they're like trying to help you or whatnot, and even they're like family or their blood, it's like you're just a nobody to me. Yeah, because like of the state I'm in, and it's just like that whole film of just that alone with him, and then at the end when he starts realizing that he has to open up, he has to open up, and he has to live, and he has to like get rid of his own guilt and like just get rid of his depression, and it's just like, and everything starts falling off, and people start like, he starts seeing faces, and it's just it's such a beautiful moment. Damn, it's a tough time.
I still remember like the opening of that movie was like during the time of watching this movie, the opening few 10 minutes is like, it's rough.
I'm like sweating.
The first it's a good ass movie though, and definitely like, you know, like I said, touches really heavy topics. Yes. Good ass movie though.
Yes. Good ass movie.
Wow.
Wow, what I brought to the table was Mulan, Shrek. And y'all who are here talking about deep ass movies. I don't watch movies.
But anyways, all my other movies are like not as like bad or emotional to me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, so
I don't watch movies like that.
This one,
but they're not sad.
I guess because we're kind of short on time because we talked about a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna go with some of like my favorite ones. Yeah. And like, I don't know if I've told you guys already to watch it. I don't think you guys ever watched it. The Korean film I Saw the Devil.
Yeah, I haven't
watched it. It's so good.
I'm so scared.
Wait, is it good? This is a horror?
No. It's like true crime thriller.
Oh,
where basically like the
torture core.
What's his name?
No way.
Yeah, what's his name?
I hate torture stuff.
The guy who plays who's the main guy in Old Boy.
Oh, I don't
what
know.
is Old Boy?
You don't know the
I
film
don't
Old Boy? Oh my gosh. Anyways, it's okay. But he basically he's like the serial killer, and he essays like people, like women and whatnot, and he kills them and stuff like that. And basically, in the beginning of the film, oh my god, man, it's sorry spoiler, but it's just
why would I watch
insane.
It then? Why would I watch it?
You gotta watch it because you gotta feel it. Like
I feel it anytime
crazy.
I hear stories.
Yeah, but it's so
insane
because it's just like he's like a security guard, so he's like on the clock, but he's like he goes in to the bathroom to like, because his wife is like on the phone and like calling him. It's like, oh, I have a flat tire or something like that, and so she's stuck in the snow, and you just see the snow, and you just see one light and then one car, and it's just her there, and the steam coming out, and she's like, yeah, like I called the tow people, whatever, to like come and change the tire or whatnot, and he's like, okay, cool, that's good, like just let me know what happens, blah blah, and then there's a car that comes forward, you know, like that parks in front of her, and he comes over, and he's like, hey, do you need help? And she's like, oh, I already like called, blah blah. He's like, okay, cool. So he walks back, and she tells him like, you know, there was this guy that came. He's kind of weird, but like he just offered help. And he's like, oh no, just sit there, wait for the people to come, blah blah. And she's like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And like I think they hang up. Yeah. And she looks over and she's like, why is the car still there?
Why is he not leaving?
Yeah, like what the heck? And then
oh my god, my worst nightmare.
And then she turns over like to the driver window, and he's there. He starts hammering at the window, and it's just that moment of like straight adrenaline where you're like, real. Holy crap! And he breaks through the window, and like he's like grabbing her, and you can feel like her struggling, like the power struggle where she's trying to escape him, and he grabs the hammer and he just smacks her in the head, and you just see him going at it, and I'm like, ugh. And it's just like, it's the oh my god.
Mickey, why would I watch this? I would not watch
Like
this.
I said,
Literally my biggest nightmare. Like, no.
And she's like, but basically it goes into a shot where he's like in his dungeon and whatnot.
Ew.
And he's like, and she's like nude. And she's like, please don't kill me. I have a baby.
Yeah.
And he's like, so what? And then he kills her. And I'm like, and he basically dumps the body, blah, blah. And he sees like, he finds out that, oh crap, like my wife's dead. Yeah. And so he's just like, give me 1 week. Give me 1 week, like, vacation. And they're like, you can take longer than that. But like, they didn't know. But he's like, all right, screw it. So he goes and he's like searching him down. And then he finds him. Mm-hmm. He basically kicks his ass, right? Yeah. But then he's like, run. Because I'm going to hunt you again over and over. So run. Like, do your best. So he's trying to escape. Now the serial killer's getting hunted. Yeah. And it's just like, he gets so far and then the guy comes back and like kicks his ass or whatnot. Yeah. And then he's just like, okay, cool. So the serial killer, he's just like, okay, like, I see what's happening, right? Because so you're not going to stop. He's like, this man is crazy. And he's like, but you're not crazy like me. Right? So he basically goes there, and there's this other girl maybe it's the sister of his wife. And she like likes him, which is weird, but
that's not it.
But yeah, so basically he goes and kills.
Oh my god!
Girl. Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
And so
this is like a Batman situation.
And like this is like it's just like a whole realization of where he's like, I've like gone so deep into like I'm like stooping to his level.
Yeah,
and then he's also like, and I've done it so much that I've lost sight of what was supposed to be done.
Yeah,
and he's like, now another person's dead because of me and whatnot, and like the corruption in it, and it's just like it's such a good film. It's it is like it's you gotta watch it like to understand it. Like, oh my god,
I don't think
also,
so.
it's so
sounds
crazy. It's so crazy. I'm like, oh my god,
I'd be
man.
so bad.
But it's just like where he's like like, you ain't doing this, because he tries to like essay another person, and like he has like a whole like tracking device or whatnot. And he's like, no, you ain't doing that. So he comes out and he like kicks his ass. And I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my God.
So does he kill him?
I don't see that part. I don't remember because it's so long since I watched it.
Yeah.
And I should watch it again because I don't mind.
No.
I watch it again. But I'm just like,
yeah,
I should. But
can't do that shit.
But it is a great film. It is a great film. Okay, another one, or you want us to yeah, you have not animated.
All I contributed is that's
animated,
so funny.
That's actually true. You've only contributed
I know on animated films, but also like not even that good of animated films.
Not even that good.
Like not even that good. But I don't know, man.
Next one we got Kung Fu Panda 2.
No, wait, I have not seen the second one in its entirety though. Right. But no, y'all just keep going, man.
Okay.
Well, because
I'm like, I feel like the top ones that you list are probably going to be.
Oh yeah, I'm getting there.
Are going to be like
I think we'll
pretty much agree on them.
Well, my number 6, like I said, I was like, it's already hella close. Yeah. My number 6 is both Spider-Verses.
Oh,
I had to put them both in the same spot.
Okay.
Well, no, second one's better.
Second one is better. Okay, second one is better. But
I haven't seen the second one, but maybe today I'll watch it. I don't know. We'll see.
Do it.
But yeah, both Spider-Verses, it's just goated.
Yeah,
there's nothing.
Spider-Verses are very
There's
good.
just nothing that can top Spider-Verse.
Okay, well, you can't spoil it this time because I can't. I'm gonna watch it, so don't.
Well, the only thing I'll say is about Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse for sure is Spider-Gwen. Or the soundtrack as well, but Spider-Gwen and her entire monologue.
Yeah.
Her entire monologue is probably, it's up there on one of my favorite monologues in all of film.
Mm-hmm.
Just like,
that's crazy.
It is really good. It's very good.
It's phenomenal. Really
yeah.
But like, that film is like, it's so like thrilling. Yeah. It's so action-packed.
Very action-packed.
Like, God.
Literally, I'm like, I was like, after watching that one, I was like, I think Spider-Verse Spider people are my favorite superheroes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, they are
my collection, actually.
Yeah, I'm like, they're my favorite superheroes.
The Avengers pass.
Yeah, Avengers pass. Yeah, no, for real. Because I'm just like,
every single Spider person is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, just seeing, like, all their characters. Because, I mean, the second film goes more into, like, their arcs or whatever not. But, like, it's just so fun. And they all wrap around it so well.
I would say, like, the first, like, Spider-Verse is like, hey, Miles, who are you?
Yeah.
And the second one is like, it delves into deeper of like who we are, what Spider people are supposed to be. And then Miles being like, no, because I am me.
I am
not you guys. I am me. It's so like it's
so good.
It's
so
beautiful.
good.
Great. Well, great.
I was like, I'm gonna knock off 2 at the same
Yeah.
time.
Okay, go
Just
ahead.
because this next one, I don't have too much to say about it, but
it's your 5th one. That's crazy.
It is my 5th
Wow.
one because I think this one as an experience was just so like
As an experience.
so
Okay. Yeah.
Go for it.
Blade Runner 2049.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
of
I don't
course.
know about that, but
It's so good.
never seen it.
As
but
an
so
experience.
good.
I haven't watched either.
It's the whole film. I
mean,
think,
everybody always says it's good.
yeah,
But
was
that's
like
number 5?
it's my number 5. Yeah, I think going into it without knowing too much about it was probably the best decision I've ever made. Because going into it being like, okay, it's like the sci-fi series, but then like seeing the way the film moved, like just the way the action, like the scenes were paced, it was like it's brilliant. And talk crap about Gosling as much as you can, but
I don't like
so
Ryan Gosling.
good in
Yeah,
this.
I don't.
This isn't my only Gosling film.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
is it Barbie now? You're gonna have
Barbie's
Barbie?
number 2?
Barbie's not
Oh
my-
my gosh.
But no, I was like, yeah, I was
Margot
like,
Carey, by the way.
20.
I know. Yeah, it's Margot Carey. We all knew that.
Yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, 2049 it's just such a good movie, and in the world of science fiction, to think about how like desaturated it is, and how a science fiction film can still be refreshing and can still be and build upon like the back of like a legendary science fiction film. Because I don't like the first Blade Runner as much as I like the new one. I think obviously the new one is tons much better than the first one, but it answers things that are just like that, those science fiction questions. Because like in this one, it's like Ryan Gosling plays as like this android. They call them replicants, but the entire film he's like, I am this replicant that was born from a human and a replicant, which is supposedly not possible. But at the end of the film, he finds out that or throughout the whole film, it follows him following these steps that pretty much lead for us as the audience to be like, he is the child of these two characters. And it makes him special. It makes him special, and it makes replicants aren't supposed to have a soul or aren't supposed to have.
That's why
like,
he's the main character,
and etc. That's why he's the main character. But then when he gets to the end, he's not the kid. He's not a child. The reason why it continues to feed onto the point that like replicants are humans as well is because he hoped and he dreamed. Because he wished that he was the child. He pretty much told himself like, I am special. Like I am not just another cog in the wheel.
This is like a Frankenstein.
And then, and it's like, but I am, but I'm not. And it's like, it's
the age-old story of Frankenstein.
And it's so good. There are many tense moments in this movie. Like, there's a fight scene in the water towards the end of the film, which it's like, it's
also
good.
Great choreography.
Is it like,
great choreography?
Is it like
this movie is just so intense. There's so many moments in this movie that are just like, it's very like suspenseful.
Are you gonna do with your 4? You
want me to move on to 4? And
well, do you have any?
I can do 4 and then hit top 3 in the last like spurt.
Okay, go for it.
Well, number 4 for me is Interstellar.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, don't talk too much about it.
It's probably on like every person's top 10 films of all time.
Interstellar.
I don't care. It's a good ass movie.
Okay.
It's emotional. The science fiction is okay. I wouldn't call it science fiction.
It's a sci-fi film.
Theoretical science.
Theoretical
science. Because a lot of this is theoretical science until like the last act, which is just science fiction. But it's such a good movie. The soundtrack is probably the best soundtrack of all time.
Okay.
The soundtrack is good.
It's phenomenal. Just the way this movie makes you feel, and the way like I think I don't want to overhype it too much, because bare bones the film isn't like the most insane innovative thing to ever happen, but I think it's just the way the movie, I don't know, it's a really good movie.
It's a good watch.
It's a good watch.
I mean, like great I was saying, I'm planning to watch it anyway, so
great watch. Enjoy this movie tons. But, that's my number 4, which like I said,
let me just knock off some of mine then. And I won't have too much to say about it, because I think just as a film itself, I think it stands for itself already. So like a lot of people already know about it, but I think Silence of the Lambs is a great film. You guys
I've heard it's so good.
It's
but
good.
I haven't watched it
either,
but like,
I guess because it's more serial killer ass. All that stuff.
I don't watch that.
So you guys know, like, it's like the mind, the psychology with it, and so it's a great film. Most people have seen it. It's a great film. I think it's a great film.
I'm sure it's on like a lot of people's top.
So I mean, obviously there's that, and then there's 12 Years a Slave. That film is so.
Fuck me up.
But it is so. Because like people were saying that
why
it's
do
like,
you always have like the heavy
but people
film?
I don't know. People keep talking about like I know like the critics were like talking about like how it was like trigger warning, like torture porn or whatever. But I'm like, I'm like,
that's what it was though. They were literally
but it's like I don't like that, like those critics, because it's like Yeah, but it's the point is that you're supposed to show how bad slavery was, and with how slavery was, that's how it was, and it's worse than that too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and you can't even like sit and watch that, and you're dismissing it as it's torture porn or whatever. But it's
look at this sadistic director who decided to.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
it's like.
Okay, anyways, yeah. So there was a weird cut, but don't worry about it, guys. Like I don't have a top 10, but like this is another one where I think it's so good. But the Truman Show, it's such a good movie.
I've never
love
seen
it.
it.
Oh, what?
I've heard everyone sing its praises.
Oh, it's so good. It's like everything about it is so good, and it's such a odd. Like it's like reality TV before reality TV, but in like a movie film.
But in a directed,
in a directed way. But it's like it's kind of like dumb, but it's like it's a Jim Carrey movie. You know, it's kind of like whatever. It's a dumb movie, but it's a pretty good film. It's really good. So I'm like that one. I think a lot of people already know about it, so I'm just gonna skip over that. Okay, so this one, like obviously I don't know if we've talked about it already.
Give me the Godfather.
No,
oh my gosh.
But Goodfellas. I have Goodfellas. Goodfellas is so good. It's so good. It is. Did you see it?
I have seen Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is so good. I don't know why you wouldn't like it.
It's just another Scorsese film.
Okay, it is. Okay, no, it is, but it's the best one. I think it's the best one. It follows the actual real gangster, whatever his name is. I forgot. Henry? Is it Henry? Yeah. I don't remember. But yeah, no, it's so good. It's a great film. It's everything about it is good. I love it.
I have like a pretty distorted view because because like I know Scorsese has a lot of other films outside of like his like crime thrillers and his gang films, but I've seen so many of them that I'm like. It become redundant, I guess. But like that was like one of his it's one of his goated out of the 90s. It's like he's trying to replicate it. Yeah, no, it's like he's trying to replicate it like with these newer films, and it's like you can't capture it.
I mean,
there's even a new one, and I don't know what it's about.
Goodfellas is so good.
The Killers of the Flower or something.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's a little weird to me.
I mean, it's got DiCaprio in it again.
Yeah, DiCaprio in it. But it's like a whole thing with like the American versus like the minorities about like the whole like love story and all that thing about it. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe there's some weird like taking advantage of maybe in there. So I'm not gonna touch that. Yeah, but no idea. But
really, so you'll touch like all these other films.
Okay, no, okay, that's true. That's true. Okay, but this one, I hope you guys watched it. It's so good.
What?
I think we've already discussed it. Swiss Army Man. I love it.
Oh, I love Swiss Army Man.
It's so good.
That movie is actually so good.
This is so good.
I love it.
Yeah, it is so good. I love it. It's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb. Like it's such an ambitious and dumbass movie. But and it is so good.
It's so good.
The zoom cut of his arm chopping the wood.
Of him riding him, I'm like, there's no way.
It's so good.
There's no way. Of him farting at the end, it's just him flapping, and he's like, I'm going back.
Both actors are like phenomenal.
Yeah, no, for real.
It's just so good. It's such a great.
I'm like, how do you think the pitch for the film went? You know?
I know, and like The Office, where they're like, okay, guys, like we're gonna do this film, and we're gonna,
it's so good.
We're gonna cast Daniel Radcliffe.
Who do we get? Harry Potter.
Let's
it is really good.
No, it's so good. You guys have to watch.
We have seen it.
No. I'm talking about like the viewers, the listeners, like whoever, like you guys
do have to watch it.
Like, just Army Man is so good.
It is bizarre.
It is very bizarre.
But with that in mind, accept everything.
Literally just accept it. Yeah,
with zero to no.
Yeah,
like there's no logic with it. There's no. It's just like you just gotta watch it. Open-minded.
Such a good dumb movie.
Such a. Like, maybe, I don't know,
but
maybe.
the thing is,
the soundtrack is also really good.
Yeah.
He just stole this from Spielberg,
Yeah, no, for real. It's so good. It's so good.
Jurassic Park sound.
It's a parody, okay?
It's so good.
It is a good movie.
I think it was like, cause when I first watched it, I was like, this is so weird. Like, I was one that was like, not accepting it, but now it's like, once you accept it and you just take the film as it is, it's so good.
Yeah.
But like I said, there are even serious bits in the film, and like, spoiler territory.
No,
but like when you find out the main character, he's like, oh, I think I'm actually gay for you. It's like, bro,
I know.
Like, hell yeah. I know, and they kiss each other, and I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's all about
kissing. Man.
You're Swiss Army Man. He can chop wood. He can be a jet ski. He can also kiss you.
he could be his love interest.
Yeah, no, exactly. He's everything.
Yeah, he's everything.
Swiss Army Man, bro. That film was like, whoa, holy
very
shit, good ass film. But yeah, I guess I listed like 3-4 different films, so I guess you just go with
okay. And these are like, okay, now we're hitting my top 3, right?
Okay.
So my top 3, number 3, this is recent as fuck, but like I can't just describe what this film, like the things that he evokes from it. La La Land.
Oh my god.
It's at number 3.
That's
I
what
haven't
he was
watched
talking
it.
about. I haven't either. I can't. I'm
Oh,
not. I'm
another-
telling you.
It's my
not-
favorite. It's my favorite Gosling film.
Oh my god.
But
Okay.
it's my favorite musical film.
Yeah,
as well.
people went crazy over it, but I
Really?
didn't watch it.
I know people went crazy over it, and I never seen it like when it came out. I avoided like the plague per se because I was like, I don't give a crap about this.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna watch it, and it just like I've never felt the kids these days whenever they get attached to anime characters, they say kin. They say I
What?
kin this character. You know?
No, what?
Yeah, I never heard of this
I've
term.
never
kin
heard
this
of
character.
it.
It's very just saying that like
It's
I relate to
very
this
innovative.
character, and like this character is like very much like me,
What?
and we're like
Okay.
I'm like this character.
Interesting.
But I've never felt that sort of emotion until I watched La La Land.
What?
And I was like,
Wait,
Sebastian,
what?
What is he talking about?
and I'm
I
like
don't know either.
Sebastian, who's like the character Ryan Gosling plays as. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I kin Sebastian. Like, there's
Wait,
just
what
no
does that
That is
mean
so
though?
It just
Yeah.
means that like I relate to this guy. You know, the way he is. It's like
What?
I'm this guy. Like this guy is me. You know?
What?
But like, so he's the main character of some
La La
some
Land?
film.
Because okay, this film is also like very personal to me. Because as soon as I finished watching this film, I went and I cried to my partner.
Why?
My partner's in Spain at this time, so I called him and I
Oh.
just cried my eyes out. Because this film is like the ending is very like devastating.
Oh, I
Um,
have no idea what this film is about. To be
Yeah.
Yeah,
honest.
the film is very devastating. The soundtrack.
Wow, I think
is,
we cry about a lot of
is
different
beautiful.
things.
I know.
Like over here.
No, but
What?
okay, I guess because like I said, this is very personal to me because
Yeah.
this film kind of touches on a subject and like sort of like a personal struggle of mine, which is like why, like I said, it's very like close to me and it's very
Yeah.
I kin this guy. But it's
Oh
like
my God.
it's a struggle of like artistry and like what you would give for it.
Oh,
and it's-
okay.
And I found myself, struggling in my relationships with this.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're gonna get real personal for a second.
Yeah.
Struggling in my relationships with being like, do I do the things I love or
Mhm.
do I like focus on my partner in my relationship? Which I've always struggled with every single.
Do the shit you
relationship
love.
this way. Yeah, and that's the thing though. Is it's like, but in this film, they do the shit they love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do the shit they love, and they lose their loved one.
Oh,
like,
okay.
like that's the whole idea of it. And it's like, what would you give?
Wow.
What would you give to chase your dreams? And it's like everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what this film is. But it's not just that. It's like the love of it. It's the artistry of it.
Yeah.
Because both the two main characters, right, Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling's a
They both
musician.
sing.
No, he's a musician, and Emma
Okay.
Stone's she's an actress.
Okay.
So they both, they have various professions that they are chasing, and
Yeah.
they find themselves, liking each other, falling in love with each other. Ryan Gosling's character, like I said, he's obviously the musician, so he's more musically inclined,
yeah.
and just like I said, it's just the movie and the music, the soundtrack, everything
Mhm.
in this film. Just following this film through the scenes and through the soundtracks is just like it's just a treat, and it's so good. I've listened to this soundtrack so much this year.
Wow.
It better be like my most listened to.
No
like
way.
soundtracks. No, it's a very good movie.
Whoa.
And like I said, it's strange because I got into it so late. but
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah,
bawled my
pretty late.
eyes out after
Uh-huh.
watching a movie that wasn't particularly a sad
A
movie.
sad movie.
But,
Really?
Yeah.
but yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, that's
Interesting.
my number 3. I guess my number 2 is a film that we probably we've said a lot about it, and it's a gimme. It's an obviously gimme.
Yeah.
But number 2 for me is Everything Ever All at Once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Very
brilliant
good.
film.
Yeah,
Very
we've
good.
Super
we've
brilliant
all
film.
3 together have talked at length about
At
this.
length.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
this,
So we won't get. I don't know if you want to get too much into it, but like
I mean, it's just a.
I don't really mind.
It's just so good.
it's
It's,
just
a brilliant.
great.
It's just
film,
like
as
it's
y'all
perfection at
Yeah.
its finest.
Yeah.
It's perfection at its finest.
where it's like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say.
There's,
It's just so
like,
good.
For a film to be able to make you feel so many different
things.
emotions.
So
Yeah,
many
and like I
things.
said,
boom,
this
boom,
is so
boom,
meta
back
too
to back
because
to
it's
back.
like
Very meta.
very meta with this whole like content as well of like multiversal
Yeah.
Yeah,
sort
right,
of
right.
traveling esque. It's
Yeah.
like
But it's different too, though. It's
but
way
different.
different.
Yeah, like I said, the movie's clever. The movie's creative.
Yeah.
The movie is nostalgic somehow because it brings
Yeah.
back a lot of
Nostalgic.
things. Like especially for us because we grew up on kung fu movies, Jackie Chan films.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Jackie
we're-
Chan,
yeah,
Donnie,
we're Asian.
and
Yeah.
more
It
Asian.
brings that
Yeah,
back. And-
we're like
The
our
Hong Kong
parents.
style.
Our parents are
Yeah.
like immigrants, and
Yeah,
like
right,
you know.
right.
and it brings a little bit, and not that either because like other layers and things. And it's a very like popular YouTube video, but it's like why everyone needs a Waymond, and
Oh
it
my
talks
God,
about like
yeah.
why Waymond is like a representation of like male,
Mhm.
male like archetypes that like
Yeah.
people don't understand, and like
People don't
and like
understand.
for me personally, I'm like. yeah, like no
Right,
one
because
understands
everybody
a
wants
women.
everyone wants like a macho man, right?
Everyone wants
A
an alpha
manly
male.
man. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And if you're not an alpha male, you're a beta, you know?
Yeah.
It's so dumb. I'm
And
sorry, I
it's-
can't.
And it's like,
deal
but
with
there's,
Yeah.
you know, but you can be Wayman.
You could be
But you could be
Wayman,
Wayman.
exactly.
And I don't know.
I love my
Wayman.
boy.
Yes,
I love Wayman.
love Wayman.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, so I relate to that character a fuck ton as well.
Wayman?
Yeah, Wayman. Like,
Wayman? He wait, what was
Just
the term? What was the term?
What?
He tried to coin kin? What was it?
Oh,
I
kin.
can't Wayman.
No, apparently it's
Yeah.
already.
Oh,
a term,
it's
okay?
already
It's
it's already
already
coined.
coined.
It's not
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
coin
It's already
it.
TM'd.
No, but no, like, yeah, that whole movie's just
No, it's so
phenomenal.
good. It's so
It's
good.
phenomenal.
I still cry during the scene where
he's talking to her.
where he's
It's
talking
like,
to her,
yeah.
about like, you know,
Monologuing to her.
Yeah.
monologuing,
Monologuing to her.
exactly.
Yeah, it's that's the scene that gets me too because,
Yeah.
like I said, it's for me, it's very relatable.
Yeah.
That scene always hits
Wow,
me.
okay.
Yes.
And like I said, for a film to have such a powerful scene over two rocks talking to each other,
No,
yeah,
not even talking,
exactly.
not even talking.
That's
Not even
so.
talking.
Just-
They knew
Just
that
being rough.
the film was so good that they could do a whole scene where
They
you had
didn't-
to read it and there was nothing else
It was
there.
just rock.
It was just rocks
For
and you
everyone
had
out
to
there who
read the
hates solid
dialogue.
things,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Bro,
Like,
fuck off.
Yeah.
Read these.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna love it. And it's just so. It's
It's
they
very
just had
good.
rocks
And
and
the
two
movie
eyes.
is, and the movie is hilarious.
It's
It's
so
hilarious.
funny.
It's so,
so
good.
funny.
And it's just it's just like I know like even like how we were talking about earlier with my girlfriend. Sometimes like it sucks because like she doesn't get the humor.
She doesn't get it.
She
Yeah.
doesn't get the
Yeah.
humor. It's
And
just
it's
crazy.
so Raccoon-y. Like,
Yeah,
it's
Oh my
so-
god,
so-
Raccoon.
so good.
Raccoon-y.
Did she like the film though?
No, she liked it, but
Okay.
but like I don't know if she like
Enjoyed
Love
it to the
it.
extent
to
that
the extent
we
that we did,
Yeah.
or like because we have I think we have a pretty deep connection to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And so
I mean,
it's just
of course,
how it
it's
is.
Like, it's
the
Michelle
whole-
Yeoh too,
Yeah.
and for us as
Yeah.
well, it's like we
Oh
grew
my
up
gosh,
on Michelle
yeah,
Love
Yeoh,
her.
she's so great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
she's fucking
woman
phenomenal.
empowerment. You know what I mean?
And I think I already told you guys about
The
this.
speech.
But like,
Her
the
speech.
Oh, her speech
Her
was
speech,
so
it was
good.
like I've never heard somebody like given a speech and then cry. And
Yeah.
and I like
Okay.
uncontrollably cry.
No, okay.
too.
So it's like you know how we kind of like for me at least like I envied a little bit of like how a lot of like people and I never really understood
yeah, I know
how
same.
people like even like the African American actors like Denzel Washington for example
Oh, yeah.
how he's super big on like empowerment and like
Yeah.
how he talks like
He
the
is,
younger
yeah.
generation
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you gotta do this that I never felt that but with Michelle when she's like to all the kids that look like me and I was like
know.
oh I'm like
it's
like that's the
breakup.
first moment that I was like holy shit
I
like,
felt like represented.
Yeah.
I know.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
I'm like,
bro.
let's go.
Like,
you
whoa,
know?
I look like you.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey,
that's me.
yeah,
You're talking to me.
could be like you. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's that moment where it's like representation.
And I guess that's like the crazy part because like I've never felt like like I don't have extremely crazy Asian pride.
No,
But,
no,
like,
yeah,
for the- but for the first time, like I was like I said, I literally broke down crying because I watched her speech while driving.
Oh my
which is
god,
probably the
so
worst
bad.
thing, but I broke down crying
my
because I
gosh.
was like, because I was listening to this shit, and she's like, yeah, like I want to thank this to all my fans, thank this to all the little kids and little
Mhm.
boys and girls who look like me, and I was like, I've never realized that like we were like invisible, but like I was like, for
Yeah,
once,
no,
I'm
because
represented,
like
you know?
and like great because like even now because with all the like Asian hate with the
Oh, yeah.
even like of course the starter was like Black Lives Matter which amazing
Yeah.
amazing movement and stuff we all support that.
Amazing
like,
movement.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I said yeah. But okay, no, but like like the whole representation along that, like I
Yeah.
love it. But like
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh.
and then the whole like Asian hate movement too, and all
Yeah.
that,
Oh
like
my god.
because like I personally like I also don't think that not that I don't get it because I do get it,
Yeah.
but I don't
Get
feel
what?
the impact of like racism like
Oh.
towards me, for example. Like
Oh, yeah,
I don't
I
really
do.
get it.
See,
I do, but like
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't bother me that much. But I know, like
But
with
I-
other people,
yeah,
Because
other-
we're,
I
because we're
understand.
Asians, you know, because
Yeah.
I feel like that's just the way we've been. Is if
Yeah.
we're like we don't care about what anyone is doing. We
Right,
just care
right,
about what
right.
we're doing.
What we're
focus on
doing,
what we're
right.
doing,
Yeah,
and continue to do it.
but
Yeah.
And
like
I said,
I
to take a
understand.
moment to realize and to be like, yeah, like I never realized that people never looked at
Yeah,
us. and
we're
like,
not
it's Asian
equal.
people who's doing
Right.
this.
Yeah.
It's,
right,
it's
right,
you guys who's doing this, and for
Yeah.
once having Michelle Yeoh win Best Actress, it's like
damn.
you guys know that's
For
doing
real.
this.
Yeah.
It's you, Michelle Yeoh. It's
Yeah.
all the Asian people.
Right,
that,
right,
you've
right. So it's like
inspired.
holy crap, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that's great. That's an amazing
Oh, yeah, it's
moment in the film industry in general. Like a lot of Asian films has been obviously directed like in recent times, like Crazy Rich Asians, which I don't like, but good,
I also
good,
don't like it.
good, okay,
you know.
good on representation. Then like even like Past Lives, I don't like the film, but it is great. You know, it's a great Korean film that was publicized in America.
Yeah.
Parasite, for example, great film.
So
Korean
good.
film.
Is Parasite your first one?
I was like,
Is that your
we can talk about my first one now.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
If
go for it.
In the middle of a year. If everything ever all at once was like, I guess you could say like my thesis of like masterful everything, because like I said, dialogues, editing, everything in this movie is masterful, and it's like it ignites that feeling of like perseverance or like just being a good person. I think Parasite's like the antithesis of it.
Big difference.
You know, which
big swing.
Which is like why I would say like why it is my favorite film, only because
what?
He's like, I don't like to strive to be a good person.
No, that's not the case. It's like it's because like the emotions that carry us is like fear and like envy.
Those are
things that carry us, and
feelings.
I think that's why Parasite is like my favorite film. Only because of how I interpret Parasite and what I think Parasite represents. I know, you know, like Parasite's, you know, it's a film that Bong Joon-ho wrote to like speak out about like the, you know, like the social hierarchy, the social classes that are in Korea, the poverty that is there. You know, to relate to that in another like factor is like, you know, it's like hope, being able to think that you can be better, you can be more in life, you know, and it's like sometimes everything, all the forces in life just push you down, and like
for sure,
and you aren't allowed to move up,
right?
You know? That's like that's what I feel that like Parasite like really
it's about
really pushes, you know,
right,
really pushes its meaning on, and you know the film, like I said, it's a masterclass in like suspense and like just God, this movie is so good.
Very it consumes
if there's a
so
movie
much
that I
you,
wish
though.
I could unwatch so I can watch it again, it's Parasite.
Because
the first viewing of Parasite was the most like phenomenal thing I've ever had.
Mind blowing.
Yeah, it was.
You know,
it's just like, what is it like? Even like that shot of like when it was raining super heavily,
the freaking raining shot,
and you just see them descending.
It's just the music while they're like panicking, like we need to get home. And it's just like the water flowing down there, and it's just like you just see how far they go down. Where it's just like, damn, like,
and their whole house is flooded.
Them. Like, and the house is flooded and all that, and it's like, of course, like, damn, they live way down there,
and the rich people were like, oh, we couldn't go camping.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like they're like, well, our house has got fucking flooded and we're sleeping in the gym now.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, it's just damn, like that's
like I said,
the comparison with it.
Yeah, like I said, the whole film is just like it's just so good. And for me, like The Rock.
The Rock.
That's in the film.
The Rock,
like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Dwayne the Rock is in this movie. The Rock.
They hold him a lot.
They hold his head, just The Rock's head.
Oh my God. I can't even see The Rock without thinking of Dwayne's face now. God, can you call you Dwayne?
The eyebrow raise, you know?
Oh my gosh.
The way, like, in this film, I see, like, the interpretation I have of, like, that piece prop in this film.
Piece of prop.
I'm like, can I call you that piece of prop?
Just say The Rock.
But yeah, The Rock.
The stone slab.
The stone slab. It's like, you know, it's hope. It's hope. It's the whole idea that, you know, and what it represents. And because it's like, this is like the calling action where they get this thing and they're told, hey, this thing is supposed to give you guys immense wealth. And then they go upon the film, doing their scamming,
trying to get up there.
And it's that moment, you know, when the house gets flooded, and the main character
picks it up.
He doesn't pick it up, but like it floats up. It floats up, and he's like,
and does it float up?
It does like float because he doesn't pick it up per se. Like it floats up, and it's like that moment where it's like it's not an actual stone. You know, it's like it's false. It's false hope. It's like
how come I never
counterweighting?
How come I never noticed that?
It's like I said, it's false hope. It's the idea that like we can be more than what we are, but we can't. And we are subjected to being less than everyone else. And like I said, it's what brought this family to do these things. So they're like, we can be like that.
Do that.
Like you said, it's that false hope, a sense of hope where it's like, oh, we could get out of this hole that we were born to. Like, we don't have to be destined to this and that. You know, having them have dreams and having them like we could be a rich family too. We have a nice house and nice cars and
personally, like I said, my interpretation of it is like, you know, people say, oh, Parasite, because it's like, oh, they're leeching off the rich family. The way I see it is it's like, no, it's like hope that's leeching off of them because they can hope and they can dream all they want, but
Right.
all it does is it takes all their dreams. And like I said, they're doing terrible things.
Right.
And at the end of the day, the son goes mad. The dad gets locked up. The sister's dead. It's like it ruined them.
Right.
To hope, to dream, to think that they can be more.
Yeah.
And that's why I think this film is so terrifying.
Yeah.
It's a great film, though.
It is. It's very good.
My
It is
favorite
very
film of all
good.
time.
Yeah.
But,
It's my favorite of all time.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just list off some more. Films,
List them off real quick.
Yeah.
I'm like,
we're getting there. But I already spoke about this one, so I'm not gonna say too much about it. Obviously, because I am a horror fan. So Hereditary.
Hereditary is very good.
It is so just the. It's so realistic.
You need to watch it.
There's a shot of
It's
her.
very good.
There's a shot of her crying because she lost her mother, and it's just that her she's on the floor and she's banging on the floor and she's just wailing and it's that's so real.
It's from her diaphragm.
It's silence.
Yeah.
It's just silent and then her wailing and it's just the echo.
Wait,
of it.
not her mom. It's her daughter. She doesn't cry
the daughter.
for her
I'm sorry,
mom.
the daughter. Yeah, the daughter. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, but it's just oh my god, you know what I mean? Holy schmidt.
Yeah.
How realistic that cry is. It makes you feel like she lost her daughter. You know what I mean?
Performance.
And it's crazy. Yeah, it's so crazy. And then the whole scene on that dinner table. Oh my gosh, it's insane.
Oh yeah, that
Because I
whole
watched it again. And
so
I didn't realize, I didn't appreciate that scene as much as I did. And I just realized where it's she's blaming the brother, the son, and the son's oh, you did this and did that. And she's here I'm trying to just be sane here. I'm trying to keep the family together. But she's really pushing them away. And it's just a whole insane scene. It's straight raw dialogue.
Yeah,
it's just raw
just
dialogue.
theatrics, man.
I love that stuff.
We know you love, so you need to watch it.
I love a good script.
And I'm
you need to watch
it's just raw performance, and it's so good.
Yeah.
It's the acting there is perfect.
Yeah.
Because even the whole reaction with the brother, which I'm not gonna explain, obviously, but of how he reacts. I'm not saying that I would do that, but I can see where a lot of people would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Where he would just shut down.
Yeah.
You just see him shut down. He's in denial, and he's just and he's a kid. So he's I am just going to sleep it off. Because that's the only thing I know how to sleep. So I'm gonna go sleep it off. And I'm that's insane. That's just the whole thing, and it's just oh my god.
Yeah, I'm
it's
the
crazy.
The film
it's
gets
crazy.
so stressful to me.
It does.
And towards the end, it just gets batshit crazy. With all horror films, are very quiet until they're not, you know. But that film is just very quiet throughout until the ending when it gets batshit crazy. I remember watching that film with my friend, and we were watching it at 2 a.m, and. We were watching it, we had all the lights off, we were oh, heard it's good, And so, after the film, I remember, we turn on the lights and we're just, sitting there. And I remember, because the film has a lot of, characters just saying nothing.
It's a lot of staring.
A lot of staring.
Their faces just...
You guys should watch Blade Runner 2049.
No.
Oh my god, stop.
But
But
yeah.
Go on.
So I would sit there, and because we were sitting perpendicular to each other, so I was sitting there, kind of just staring off, processing the movie, and she would be "Wait, what the fuck are you looking at?" It's she's what, and then in the middle of the night, because there's a specific sound that's associated with the movie,
Okay.
and I remember middle of the night.
Did you do it?
No, she woke up and she was I thought I heard something, but it was just my mini fridge, and I was just
oh my god,
man.
yeah, I would.
But she was she was going
you can
crazy.
imagine it where it's just silent and there's something standing there, and it's just oh
yeah,
hell
but
no.
yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a good film. I don't think it's really strong in the fear factor part.
Yeah.
It's a slow burn, super slow burn, where it kind of just smacks you, and you're holy crap, what did I watch? Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of insane.
It all kind of eases into it and then builds. At
kinda
the end,
throws
it
it
just,
at you.
Yeah, at the end, it just goes wild. But
so
I'm the scene where she's chasing him, right, and then she starts banging her head.
Oh my gosh!
I'm
that. I was what is going on?
No, I'm
because it's a shot of her just doing it, and I'm
just that entire sequence at the end,
is
insane because it's just shock factor after shock factor, and you're just kind of
and it's him just going, and it's I feel suffocated because I'm it's so.
But you
good.
should watch it.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Yeah. No.
But and then the only other film I had on my list was this film is ruined because of a certain actor, but the film itself.
Titanic.
Urza Man.
No. Yeah. No.
Wait, what?
Okay,
Ezra Miller.
so it's called it's
Yeah.
The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
It's
Like
so good.
it's like I didn't expect it to be good.
That's so rough.
Honestly, I didn't expect it to be good.
Why not?
Well, okay, well, just because I thought it was
the
like
name?
it's just no. It's just like another like I was like, oh, it's just another like teenage movie.
Oh,
But like,
I get
but
it.
okay,
I
but
get it.
it's just like obviously like we're in our 20s now.
Yeah.
With a lot of people, they recall a lot back to like the teenage lives
Right.
because that's when you're developing, right?
Right.
And same thing, like with me, it's just like my most important time that I remember the most, and how like
Very influential to who I am now.
who I am now is my teenage years,
Right.
and that like brings it all back with the whole film, and it's like. Like I cried during the film because it's just like it's rough. Like you really have it rough as a teenager, and even like for people who you perceive that they have it good as a teenager in their teenage years and whatnot.
Right.
A lot of the times they don't have it good either.
Yeah.
And they just seem better off than you because you just have your perspective that
Right.
you're really bad. Like it's a really bad time for you, and there's a rough spot in your life and whatnot. But it's just like. That film is
the thing is
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, in that film alone is like, I think it's like the music.
Yeah.
The music.
Okay, yeah, the music too.
It's like, because I'm not particularly someone, I don't know what to call that, like that Midwestern, like, I don't call folk music per se, but it's like that genre of music. I'm not one to like get into that genre, but like, you know, that genre of music fits it so well.
Yeah.
And it captures that sort of like nostalgic feeling of being in between nostalgia and like, you know, just those times of being, I don't want to say free, but like, because when you're in your teen years, you know, you're literally tangling with the line of being independent while still being dependent. Yeah. And it's just like that film toes that line so well of like being like, I want to be, you know, myself and or like I want to be independent, but then I'm not at the same time. Yeah. And it's just
it's the struggle of like, I guess like you maturing, I guess, in a way where it's like coming of age.
And like your relationships with the people around you.
And the people around you, and like how you realize like, oh, like this person's bad for me or this person's good for me or whatnot.
Of course, there's like a whole like trauma thing.
Right. With the aunt and whatnot, which is rough. But I don't think like, even though like for me, I guess out of all of us here, it's like I've had the most friends in like school, for example. You know what I mean?
I've had the most friends,
but like
my friends were
it
quality, not quantity.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Because like I like me thinking back about it, even though if you just see us like in our teenage years, right? It would look like I had the most friends and whatnot. But like now that I think back about it, you know what I mean? I was probably the most alone. Because my friends weren't friends. Yeah. Like the friends that I had weren't actually friends. They were just like out of like convenience.
Bros.
No, they were just out of convenience.
Don't worry, my friends were people I tolerated. So
right. But like, you know, like I just think about that where I'm like, I fit in with all groups of people. I can fit in and talk with them, blah blah, like easy. I can blend in well. But it's just like at the end of the day, it's just that I'm like, it sucks because I didn't have actual friends. Yeah. That knew me, had my back, and was like realistically we are friends.
People who you felt that were like genuinely understood you as well and held the same values as you. Right. You know, because you can be friends with somebody and they can just like, you know, they cannot understand where you're coming from or the way you feel about things, but still be like, no, but like I'm here for you, but like they don't really understand.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
And well, it's just
you need those people.
Right, it's just like, damn. But, you know, like, the film just, like, it brings you back. Because it's kind of weird, right? Because a lot of people always say that, oh, like, man, like, I had it rough in teenage years, whatever. But then you always go back to it and, like, longing for that kind of, like, sense of, like, the freedom of independence of, like, you can do whatever you want.
You know, it was also ignorance, you know?
Yeah, right.
Filled with so much ignorance.
Right, where you don't know any better. Yeah. And it's just like, damn. Like, even, like, now, like, I'm like, damn, I wish I had that where I could just do what I want and have no repercussion.
I mean, because now when you make friends, you know, they have to be reliable people too.
No,
you know?
No, right.
That's people who can commit to a friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like, would I like if I want to commit some time to you, you got to be like for real about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
back then, you know, friendships were just people you can hang out with and people who you can have fun with.
Right. Yeah.
But now it's like it's a relationship.
Yeah.
Where it's a bond where it's
genuinely a relationship.
It becomes like family almost, and it's like, damn, man, it kind of sucks that like. Even then, it's like, damn. But the film. Yeah. Sorry, guys. The film is great. The film is great. It's a great film.
I've never, like, you know, like, we've seen Logan Lerman in Percy Jackson, and it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But when I saw him in this movie, I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like,
damn.
Like, I like you as an actor.
Oh
like,
my God.
Shit,
right.
Because he's really good in that movie.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't do that much things now,
Yeah, he doesn't.
But
Yeah.
he's really good in that movie. And like I said, the soundtrack in the movie is really good. Hermione Granger's in that film
my
as
God,
well.
yeah.
But
Emma.
Watson.
Yeah.
She's in the film as well. But like,
Yeah, but
she's
yeah,
good.
she's
She's
fine.
good.
Yeah,
She's cool.
she has her own
Fine.
struggles, but you know,
She's
cool.
fine.
She's
but yeah, like
Yeah.
I think it's a great film too.
I was about to say,
Running
she just
long today.
fill up the time.
No, man.
What's it, 2 hours?
Running long.
Because
I mean, I will have to cut out some stuff, but
Oh.
yeah. I was about to say, I mean, because we could talk about movies all day.
I know,
Oh, yeah,
for
no,
real,
for sure.
we can.
Like, there's so much more films
Yeah.
that I love, but
Mhm. I know I only brought like really bad ones.
no, we're not animated ones.
I'm just
yeah,
saying they
but-
were just memorable.
Yeah, right. I mean, they were. I mean, Shrek is like the most one of the most popular like animated films
of all
ever.
I mean, yeah,
Not
but-
even intellectual properties of all time, bro.
Oh my gosh,
but what is it? Okay, so a film that because like I don't know if y'all watch it that much, or I think Kash doesn't watch it
Watch what?
at least. But like the first movie, just the first movie, Rocky Balboa.
Oh.
Rocky, iconic.
I mean, I've seen
It's
it.
iconic.
very
It
iconic.
is.
Yes.
It's a great film. I think it's a very good film
Mhm.
of like for its time because there's a lot of like obviously
Yeah.
war and like poverty and like people trying to make themselves out of something
Yeah.
and like him and you know Rocky's like this
Rocky
guy who
himself
doesn't have
is like
money,
such a
he
good
doesn't do
iconic
anything
character.
and he's like I want to train to just be something
Yeah.
and be basically for him his dream is to be a champion
Yeah.
and you know he's a boxer blah blah
Mhm.
stuff like that and it's just like that of for its time it's just like it just was at the right time he hit it right then and there and it's just so good.
It's just
Such
the
a good
best,
film.
The best little shonen.
Rocky Balboa.
Shonen hero for
Yeah.
real.
Better than
For real.
Berserk, whatever that is.
But
anyways.
Wow.
Strays like that.
Yeah,
What the
but anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Don't even get me started. We're gonna have a manga episode and then
No, and
Yeah.
he's not gonna have nothing.
He's not gonna have anything to talk about.
But yeah, because I don't read anything.
You loser.
But yeah. Yeah, any
movies,
other
yeah.
films do you want to add in real quick?
I mean, oh god. I guess we just talk about this really quickly because we don't have that much time.
Oh my God.
Whiplash, really good.
Whiplash?
Whiplash?
Which one's Whiplash?
The
Go with
drummer boy,
the
right?
drummer boy. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen it. I want to watch it.
That movie gave me anxiety. So
That movie is that's the point though. And like I said,
Anxiety.
if you were ever like a band student and were like a music
I
student,
wasn't.
No.
This movie is like this movie. is,
We all weren't.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well, you played
Well,
okay,
violin.
I was.
He was
we
in
just,
orchestra.
We're just like I can really.
Yeah, we had our
But,
own different like
yeah.
niches that we
Yeah.
went to, but
But
No.
if you are that, this movie is
you
just.
were are that.
This movie is just being a band student and or like orchestra kid. Anxiety the movie like
Yeah.
that's just this movie.
Getting yelled at by the musical director.
Yeah, but it's like
No,
also
it's, like,
just
intense.
being something.
Okay.
It's being
intense,
somebody
man.
as well. You know, it's like
Yeah, right.
like I said, this film
Competing
is just
against
like-
everybody. Okay,
it's
cool.
it,
Yeah, how about remember the time? I'm kidding.
Stop.
No, I'm joking.
Film,
For Waterboy.
great,
I'm just kidding.
Waterboy.
What is it? No, but like, I don't know.
Same level,
oh.
Waterboy Whiplash.
Whiplash. Okay, and then
Crash.
Crash.
Is it called Crash? I think it's the film with it's very heavy on like racism and
I
like
don't know.
police corruption.
This is
But-
a police car.
Police corruption.
Car.
Yeah. Well, okay, so like this film, my girlfriend like made me
Yeah.
watch it with her,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, holy crap! Where it's like, yeah, it's like this these two African American couple. Or this
These
yeah, sorry.
these
The
two
couple of and they're African American and they get
There's a
put over
couple of
by
African Americans.
sorry I don't know how to word it but anyways
No, I'm
no
joking.
cop pulls them over and the cop basically sexually assaults her.
Oh
And,
my god.
like-
Mickey, why do you watch these?
anyways, sorry, trigger warning, I didn't say that before.
Oh my
trigger warning.
god.
But and basically the husband, he does nothing about it. And so their marriage
Oh
is
my
torn about
No.
it. And it's because he's like, I can't like jeopardize our thing. Like I will go to jail. Like they're gonna
I
they're
would go.
gonna,
I would go to jail.
they're
for
gonna
that.
I would go to
personally
jail for that.
I would go
okay,
to
yeah,
jail for
okay.
that. Like
Okay.
I would.
I would murder.
Anyways.
Anyways, yeah,
no, for real.
basically, and then there's this like it's like a bunch of different stories, and
Yeah.
it's like that corrupt police officer,
Okay.
and then there's like this newbie police officer, and he's you know just a white boy,
Yeah.
and he's over here like seeing like how corrupt the police force is and whatnot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Basically, I don't remember much of the movie, but basically like they get into a car accident because they get divorced, and the
Yeah.
wife gets into a car accident, and it's
Oh.
the officer that essayed her.
Yeah.
Basically, is the one that saves her, and it's like this whole thing where she's like, "Don't touch me," blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all that. It's like a whole struggle, and he realized like, holy crap, like it's her
Yeah.
and whatnot, because he's like in guilt too and whatnot,
Yeah.
kind of, but
No,
like
he's
my
not.
God,
really.
Don't even.
But
say
No,
it.
he's
I would
and then
not.
and then with the
Get that figure.
the
Yeah.
youngin, the newbie, he's like all about like he's like not like the racism, like he doesn't want to be part of it and whatnot.
Yeah.
But at the end of the film, he shoots a minority.
Oh my god!
And then he covers it up basically. So then it's basically like kind of like initiation. Also, like I'm part of it. Yeah, and he just goes down that path. But it's like it's really big on that stuff. And it's very vague to me because I haven't watched it in a while. Yeah. But like I remember all the little parts about it. And I'm like, damn.
It's one of those films where it's like at the end it's all good. It goes
Mother Trucker. Yeah, I'm like Mother Trucker.
And I was like, you said that because like the films I was going to talk about was the same thing. I've talked about that before, but like both Safdie like brothers films, which is Good Time and Uncut Gems. I love these two films to death. These are definitely not like like top 15/20, but like they are good ass movies, and they are movies that are just like you watch people make bad decisions, and
they continue to make
bad decisions, and it's anxiety ridden. But it's just watching these people who are like inherently like they're doing good things, but they're extremely flawed, and it's just so hard to watch because you want them to make good decisions, but they just don't, and they just can't, and it's like fuck, man. And like I said, at the end of Good Time, because I still think Good Time is like the best like Safdie brothers films, and it's like because it deals with like on an autistic brother. And Robert Pattinson playing as the brother who like commits all these
this is a rough time.
And it's like I said, the ending of that film is like still so devastating. Still so devastating because like I said, you're rooting for the main guy because what he does is good.
Edward.
Oh my god, good, but it's like the movie's great.
It is rough. It's just like it's sad. It's so sad, and you can't really help it. And it's just like,
and you can't blame either because it's like fuck, he's not
a good brother. But he's not a good person. It's just God damn it.
You
want him to be better. You want him to be like
because there's one thing that he holds dear, and it's his brother.
Yeah, right.
And but like of course he treats everything else like shit. But it's one thing he holds dear, and it's his brother. And at the end, the only thing he holds dear like doesn't value him the same, and it's like fuck, man, this movie.
But this film I only watched it because like everyone said that like he's so good, blah blah. Because I don't.
Wait, you watched Good Time?
No, I did watch Good Times, but it was a good film. But but Robert Pattinson's like, he's good in that film. Cool. Like he's not tied down to Twilight. But anyways, he's Batman.
Batman.
So this film because like growing up, like I heard his name so many times, and like
Pattinson?
No, Leonardo DiCaprio.
And
he was like revered as like this great actor who should win
He's
an award and whatnot, and he won an award for The Revenant, which performance great, whatever. Like I'll take you there. Like I'll take, but like I'm saying, I'm like it's sad because I'm like he will never top was Eating Gilbert Grape. His performance in there was so like beyond. I just couldn't. No, okay, it's an older film, and it's him as a kid. And I'm like, to me, I'm like, it's sad because he was a kid. And I'm like,
he's like a kid was like teen.
No, like he was a kid, and I was like,
really? He was a kid?
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was like 12
he
or
15.
He
was probably a teen.
Like this isn't like Romeo Juliet.
No, younger.
Holy
yeah.
shit, really?
And that's how like he got put on the map. And I'm like, there's like, how do you?
His best acting.
No, that's for me. For me, I'm like the best acting I've seen from him was Eating Gilbert Grape because he plays as an autistic kid. Yeah. And this one scene, his mother is like overweight and like she's bedridden basically. Yeah. She can't do anything, and like she like occasionally she moves around and whatnot, but she needs help in it, whatever. Mm-hmm. But like he comes in and it's in the film. Spoiler, but he comes in at the end of the film and she's not. It's not at the end, but like near, but she's dead.
Yeah.
And he's like, Mommy, wake up. And he's like, stop playing. He's like slapping her. But he's like, he has his own little tweaks and whatnot because he's autistic. And then he's like realizing that his mom's not waking up. Yeah. So he starts freaking out. Yeah. And so he starts like slapping her.
Is it just the two of them?
Yeah, just it's just raw, raw performance.
Yeah.
And he starts smacking himself. And because he's like, he's autistic. Yeah. So he's like, he doesn't know what else to do, how to like, express himself. So he starts smacking himself. And he starts freaking out. He starts crying. And he's like, Mommy, wake up. And he's like, stop playing. Yeah. He's like, I don't like this. And he starts like crying. And it's just like, oh my God. Like that whole scene. And he runs out. He's like smacking. He's going crazy. And like his sister comes and whatnot. But it's like a whole sad scene of him like as an autistic kid. And I'm like, wow, that was a worthy of an Oscar performance. Yeah. Like, holy crap.
And DiCaprio, 20 years old.
Yeah, exactly. No, and then I'm like, but he hasn't done anything since because after that, it's like, The Wolf of Wall Street, and then Shutter Island. Shutter Island is a good movie, by the way.
Yeah,
but he's the same exact actor every single freaking thing. Django, same thing. He's just an angry white guy.
He's an angry white guy.
Yeah, that's literally his whole premise of him as an actor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, besides The Revenant, like, what else has he done that has been like great? Romeo and Juliet, that's a crap movie. Crap movie. You know what I mean? But like, that's the only thing that I don't like, because I'm like, that's he's so restrained to just like that kind of
archetype. See, but that's the thing. That's the thing is, it's like,
and it's okay, but like, I just like sometimes I'm like, come on,
I was supposed to say, I don't want to rant too much, but like when it comes to like character and like versatility, actors, it's for actors, it's not about like versatility per se. Even I'd say playing, your strongest suit of cards. That's what I feel about actors. So if you can play an angry white man, keep playing angry white man, bro.
Oh my god.
Okay, I get that, but like, I don't know.
No, because if your performance, if you can give me that performance while telling the story of this character,
right?
That's what I want out of you. You know?
Okay.
Like,
but the thing is that with like him, for example, and even like someone who I also don't really like is Samuel Jackson. It's like I just think that's just them. I don't think they're acting. I just think that's just them. See, like Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm like, I think you should angry white man. Like I don't know what else to do it. And like, you're a creep because you date women and then you whatever. But I'm just like, I just think that's him. And I'm like, can you do anything else outside of that though? Like, just do one, two, three things movies that are like a little bit different from what you are, and I would respect you more. It's just not it.
I don't know her name. I forget her name. That actress who she's in everything and literally everything. She's that actress.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
No.
I love her.
She's great. She's great, but no, not her. But she is a good representation of having really good versatility.
Yeah, she's very great.
But she's a different actress. She's also like a white actress. This white lady actress. She was like the most notable role I know her from. She plays as like the witch, the ice witch from the Narnia films. She's everything, but she is so good at everything she does.
She is good at everything.
She's great in everything she does.
I haven't seen the film.
Yeah, she's very good. She's in Narnia. She's in Snowpiercer. Yeah. She was in the most recent what's it called? Wes Anderson film? What was it called again? Asteroid City. Mm-hmm. She's in everything. She's in everything, and she's so good in everything she does. And everything she does, she literally plays a different character.
Yeah, she like perfects it. And it's like,
she's great at everything she does, and that's what I would say is good versatility. But not every actor can be like that, or actress. Can be like that.
I get it.
Because even for me, like for example, like I don't like Natalie Portman. I think Natalie Portman's not that good of an actress.
Yeah, she's mid.
I think she's always like,
she's like the pretty person.
She always looks like she's. But, like,
she's decent. Back. She acts, but like, I feel like you have a lot of hate towards her because of Thor.
No, she's also in Star Wars, and I don't like her in there either.
Okay.
And I mean, like everyone reviews Black Swan as like.
Okay, Black Swan. I haven't seen it, but I do want to see it just because, like, awarded films. I want to watch them. You know what I mean? But like, even like Liam Neeson, super restricted, right? Or even Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
But I enjoy Liam Neeson.
It's also
okay, but Dwayne The Rock Johnson is not a good actor, bro. Don't even get me started saying he's a good actor.
He's not. Okay, but like John Cena, of course, the wrestlers.
Okay, no, he's trash.
Even Vin Diesel. Family, you know what I mean? It's like the same thing over and over. I don't need that. I don't need
Diesel in anything else though? Like, is he in anything else? I don't think I've seen him in anything else.
What was that? The firefighter one where he's like, it's like, you know how Dwayne The Rock Johnson is like in the Tooth Fairy, and it's like him with like kids. It's like that. So
he tried to like branch.
Yeah. We're right. Nah. But it's just like, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think Matt Damon's a good actor. That's just me personally.
Whoa,
I don't like.
See, no. Matt Damon is also fine. He falls into the category of being like white man.
Yeah. No. Sorry. No. I like Matt Damon. Sorry. Yeah. I don't like Mark Wahlberg. Sorry.
I don't like Mark. He's not good.
And the same thing with Ryan Gosling. I'm sorry, but he's so emotionless.
Okay.
He doesn't do anything.
Oh my god!
I mean, I get the feel with like the Blade Runner kind. Like he's an android. Okay, that's perfect role for you because you don't do it. You are an android.
Oh my god!
I literally don't think anyone else could have played that role better than Gosling did.
Yeah, because he doesn't do anything.
No, but it's just like I know he doesn't do anything, but it's like because there's subtleties to to like the way he acts.
Subtleties to how bland he is. Yeah, he's like bland boiled chicken. That's all he is.
See, what's it called? Nice Guys. Nice Guys.
Oh my gosh.
Nice Guys was a film that convinced me that Gosling's good. Gosling's actually pretty good.
Nice Guys.
What is Nice Guys?
It's a comedy film with Russell Crowe. It's like a buddy cop sort of film, but it's like it's fucking funny. This movie is hilarious. Like, holy shit! Like, it's on Netflix right now. So if y'all want to watch it,
wait, have you guys seen that one zombie movie, Shaun of the Dead? Right?
Shaun of the Dead. That's a good film.
So funny.
It's so dumb, but it's
very dumb.
Like just Shaun of the Dead and him and like that the group of guys. They all their films.
Yes, their films are very good.
Pretty funny.
Yes.
Who's Shaun and why is he dead?
It's like a zombie movie.
Yeah,
a zombie movie.
But no, Gosling's actually good. Like, but, I genuinely enjoy Gosling.
Anyways, I guess we got to end it here because.
Yeah, I'm
anyways,
like we've.
Yeah. Sorry, guys,
been
but
going on.
Go for it, Kash.
Okay, well, yeah.
Sorry
for
about
listening.
that, guys.
Thanks for listening. We're just cut it off. Yeah, y'all can email us at sbsbthepodcast@gmail.com, and you can follow us on social media at sbsbthepodcast across all platforms. And that is it for this episode.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in, and let us know what you guys' favorite films are, I guess.
Yeah,
and what you guys think ours were. I mean, of course, like at least for me, I didn't numerically order him. Landon did. So if you guys are like, what the heck is wrong with you? You guys can talk to
and recommend some films because
recommend some. Yes, because I do.
Not seen a lot.
Give me Citizen Kane. Give me The Godfather 2. The Godfather 2. Tell me all the films I need to watch.
Yeah. Oh Schindler's List.
Give me Schindler's List. Give me 7.
Give me the Green Mile. God. What is it?
The Green Mile is that.
Give me Da Vinci Code.
No, that's the
8 Mile.
That's 8 Mile. Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
Give me Forrest Gump. I don't know. Like, can you see those?
All right.
Some of them. Anyways, yeah.
Okay, bye.
You guys have a good one.
Bye.